What's up, everyone? This is your girl Sincere. Welcome to Thought Crimes. Hopefully, y'all will be able to hear me this time. And let me know in the chat if you can hear. We talked about it on Patreon yesterday about David being arrested. And now today, Interscope has scrubbed David off of their website, according to TMZ. And what the fuck is Interscope hiding? That's the question I have in this Blackout stream. Like, what are they hiding? Why are they trying to scrub their connection to David? You signed him. You was grooming him to be the female SZA. So why are you scrubbing? Also, Jimmy Kimmel has been found out to have helped David's career as well. And also, he's neighbors, I guess, with him. And he got caught up in the chaos when David was arrested yesterday. So there's a lot going on with this case. And Interscope Records have had a long, shady history of violence. And I would even say going into Satanism and other things. Now, I'm not somebody who go around policing people on their beliefs. I know that people can have all types of beliefs and it doesn't make them a criminal. You have, people with inverted pentagrams who never killed anybody who say they worship Satan. But I'm talking about Interscope and Interscope energy when it comes to Satanism and sigils and some of the things they use. And they have been associated with a lot of acts pertaining to violence, even according to Suge Knight, even though I understand you have to take what Suge Knight says with a grain of salt because, he was a violent guy himself. That's why he's in prison. But getting into it, we talked about it. Prince made a great post yesterday where he wrote about David's history. And also, we're going to show you more, even his connection to K-pop. See, I don't listen to what celebrities say or people in the industry because they lie. And all of them are liars. There's not one of them that's not a liar. So when David was saying K-pop was the best genre ever created, it wasn't like he was saying it because he really believed it. I mean, I get he's an emo anime guy, a black anime guy, right? But a lot of people are saying that about K-pop because they're getting paid to, number one. And a lot of the execs from the music industry has gone over there to South Korea. I'm not saying no one can genuinely not like or like K-pop. I know the first wave of K-pop had some people in the United States very interested. I even know a lot of people who filled up certain events seeing people perform when K-pop performers came to New Jersey, for example. But industry people are paid to push a fucking product, and that's what the fuck they do. Okay? DJ for real, what's up? He said, I had never even heard of this David dude until the crime happened, because I think he was first discovered at the age of 17. SZA said, I don't know, they met at some Walmart or something. I don't know. But she liked his music and brought him out on her SOS tour. And he was signed under Interscope. And from his own mouth, he said that SZA was his musical mentor. So from that point, I guess he was supposed to really break out last year. But this ended up coming back to the surface of him allegedly having something to do with a 13-year-old girl going missing. And then I guess two years later, she was found dead at 2 years later. So, I'm like, we got to talk about this. Also, let me say what's up to everybody in the chat. 96, what's up? Pharrell, what's up? Jackie, what's up? Scooby, what's up? Jane, what's up? Also, Jane, thank you for putting the link in the Patreon as well. It was a good find for people to check out about some of the alleged thought process from Interscope from a occultic perspective. Society, what's up? K-pop was started by Black people. Yeah, they're musically they're reheating Black American music, but business wise is execs that have been locked in the music industry and generationally. Remember the music industry was created by criminals, mobsters, gangsters, even though they did not create the music itself, but they created the music industry. Those people went over to South Korea to try to set up shop, because if you look at a lot of people and listen to a lot of people in media from South Korea, they talk about how K-pop artists are groomed since teenagers from warehouses where they're put together and then presented to the public. And you also have American execs like Scooter Braun, for example, go over to South Korea and, to allegedly do their money laundering over there. Ariel Smoke said, if I had to choose, I prefer My Evil Unmasked. Also, 38, what's up? What's up in the building? So that's why I just decided to talk about it, because I'm like, yo, Kid at Heart, what's up, Kid at Heart? Uh-oh, David. What's up, David? The real David, though. Not with the number 4 in there. What's up, Milkshake? So I'm like, woo, this is a lot of drama. And we also we're going to have a third live show on it. We did the first 2 episodes on what Luciferian means, what Satanism means, and sometimes how people in the occult world overlap it. Now, Saturn does represent the graveyard, and that's something we'll talk about more in the esoteric conversations B More and I are going to have. But there are also psychopumps that are connected to the planet Saturn and an occultism with Saturn as well, which is why you'll have, let's say, like the Grim Reaper, or you'll have even some angels that represent psychopump energy, like Archangel Samuel. And also, this is why Saturn is also considered endemic to the sun, because Saturn is about it's about the ego being cut, being destroyed. But anyway, we'll get back to that at another time on the Patreon. We already have part 1 and 2 series up already on Luciferianism, Satanism, all that other stuff on the Patreon. Y'all can go check it out on the esoteric tier. Also, what's up, Filmtown? What's up, Infamous? Antarctica, what's up? What's up? Jupiter Jones, what's up? So what are y'all thoughts, though, on this David stuff? Like, this stuff is, like, crazy how it's like, even when he went on, I think Lil Nas X was on tour with David too before. Lil Nas X, I believe, was groomed from Columbia Records. He was discovered by some white exec at the age of like 16. His first big hit was Old Town Road, and everybody was like, oh, this is like country rap and all that. Then his label told him to go into the whole emo, like edgy gay rap, something, I guess his own category, gay rap thing. And then he did the whole Tricking on the Devil, and then he did the whole blood shoes, sneakers with the inverted pentagram, which represent chaos. The pentagram upright, it just represents the elements, and it represents the elements in harmony, right? So when you're talking about the spirit is going up, right? And then you have the 4 elements. That's what the pentagram represents, upright. Inverted, it showcases these elements being destabilized. And this is what we call being chaotic. So anyway, Lil Nas X is also having his own mental issues right now. And Ariel said, tricking on Satan was hilarious. Filmtown says, why I hear running with the devil when Sincere said twerking on the devil. Also, Jackie said, David's stuff is so creepy. My dream about it is psyching me out too. Don't worry about it. Like your dream, like you said, you wrote it down, and that's good. So it's good that you wrote down the moon phase, because you can see also what is connected to that dream based off of the themes that go with that particular moon phase. Another thing people should keep in mind, because this is another thing that creeps people out. That's why some people be like, oh, astrology is evil or whatever. But you look at the Book of Enoch and the Watchers. One of the things that was taught to human society in that story is astrology. Now, astrology, the 12 zodiacs do indeed represent demonic forces, but they also represent angelic forces. It's about whether you're going to be the inverted energy of those signs, or are you going to be the best of what those signs can represent. This is why also the four horsemen also represents the four angels. And I hope I'm not confusing anybody when I say this. When you look at even the royal stars, like even Regulus, that represents Archangel Raphael, who is the healer, by the way, too. What happens, for example, if someone uses that particular energy the wrong way, in the inverted sense? That's where we're talking about a shadow being cast. When you're using certain energies in an inverted way. The Dummies Cauldron is in the building. Make sure y'all support the Dummies Cauldron. And also make sure you sign up to Be More's Patreon. Let's see what else people are saying as well. There's a good, basically, just to sum it up, there's a good and bad thing to everything. But there's also check and balances, though, to things, too, because I'm going to keep telling people that there are fixed stars that, kill evil astrologers. So people think that they could just have unchecked power. That doesn't exist. Even with what took place with the Watchers giving knowledge to human society in certain ways before it was its time. They were punished, and the only Watcher that was able to receive redemption was Serial, who, instead of cursing God in the story, he repents and eventually is unchained and allowed to go back up. So a lot of this stuff is very interesting. A lot of interesting things, a lot of interesting mythology as well when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Antarctica said internalized coding. Let's see. Also, Rich, what's up? Also, speaking of AI, you saw that they're doing a AI film with Val Kimmer. And this is something that Prince and I are going to be talking about on our Patreon as well. Because a lot of people said they want us to get back into our tech bag, and if you look at our catalog, there's a lot of stuff we talked about in the past on technology, AI, biohacking, also these companies talking about they're going to let you know your heritage, but they taking your DNA like 21andMe. We talked about a lot of that stuff, and we're going to revive it and talk about it even more on the Patreon. So you have the Val Kilmer movie that's going to be AI generated, and Here's an interesting thing, just to talk about it from an occultic side of thing. It is technically a form of necromancy, but I want to go more into that on the Patreon. Jupiter Jones says his daughter signed off on it. Exactly. So his daughter signed off on it, so it's already out of the bag, you know. And that's that. But we all can still have a discussion about it from the occult end, the esoteric end, and then also from a more practical end pertaining to talking about the technology and what happens after someone goes and they're no longer here, their likeness being used in films. Also, you had recently, what's her name? And Sandra Bullock basically says she co-signs AI, and that she also feels that we, as a society, need to embrace it. Here's my thing about AI. I don't feel any form of technology is good or bad, but I do think people are naive as fuck. If you see the technology in the hand of evil people, what do you think they're gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? It's not like, for example, the AI data centers are like killing people, like even in Memphis, Tennessee. We're not talking about people who are using AI data centers with clean energy. No one's getting poisoned. You're having people who are using AI technology in the right sense, which I would be okay with. The problem is you have Sam Altman saying he's going to war with the art community and he's just going to be a straight up fucking thief. You have data centers that are killing people and poisoning people, and they haven't corrected that. And then you have people who are just like being easy, like, yeah, well, yeah, I'm just going to just be for it, even though these things haven't been corrected. Now, if you get the technocrats out the way and you have data centers running on clean energy, you're not poisoning people in Memphis, Tennessee. You're not poisoning people across the United States. And you're also not stealing people's art. You're not stealing people's information. Then, of course, I wouldn't have an issue with AI. But as it stands right now, you have some of the most cruel people, like even Sam Altman, who's already has a lawsuit and some accusations from his own sister claiming that she was molested by him. I mean, what else is there to talk about? And I also think this is where we have a mature conversation where we talk about technology versus the human psyche. Sometimes people rush and they be, oh, this particular form of technology is automatically bad. No, it's not. It's about how people use it. AI can be used when it to even further research and also be able to shorten the time when we're ciphering through data for human cures, where you have some scientists who are using that AI for that right now. Although God protect them, because a lot of professors and scientists are getting killed. So that's a problem. But it's really not the technology itself, it's the people that are around it. And you just have a lot of people that are connected right now to AI technology that's just like Draculas. There's just a bunch of Draculas. Black McBain in the building, what's up? Raymond in the building, what's up? Let's see, who else just came in? Sterling, what's up? Now, what Sterling's saying, AI is here, it is what it is. Yes, AI is here to stay. There's no debating on that. And I'm not going to waste my time debating on that, because we already know when a new technology is introduced, it's here to stay. But how will it be molded is very essential. You don't want to have it is what it is attitude when it comes to the molding of this technology, because you can have people be set up. Okay, let me tell you the worst case scenario with the people who are running AI right now. Worst case scenario, people can be set up to be found guilty of crimes they didn't commit. You may think that AI isn't there now, but they definitely have the technology for it. It is there. where you can be completely mimicked. And if you have some type of government agency on your ass or some type of op, not good. You know, people can falsify you being at the scene of a crime. And let's not act like it's impossible, because people, even without the technology of AI, have been falsely imprisoned. Okay. Oh yes, Film Town. Thank you. It did already fucking happen. We posted it on the Patreon. A woman in the United States, she was put in prison for a year and a half based off of AI recognition system, and they thought that she was the person who committed the crime, and she didn't. She sent her ass up in prison for a year and a half. So, you know, we gotta be wise here. We can't just be like go with the flow type of energy, okay? Technology can be used for good or evil because humans are made up of good and evil. And we have to wrestle with those two sides of our identities every day. And every time we choose the wrong side of the coin on some two-faced shit, a lot of people suffer. A lot of people suffer, and it's to destroy other people's lives when AI technology can be easily used for all of humanity to succeed. Well, the one that I'm talking about, film, is the one where there was a white lady. She was in prison for a year and a half. False. It was false, and she spent a year and a half in prison based off of that situation. And I hope she sues them and get a lot of money. Now, the one pertaining to the black woman, let me know, and y'all send me that on Patreon. Send me the one where it was a black female. Send me that story. So send me the story on the one with the black woman who was falsely imprisoned by the AI technology. And this is why, like, look, you got to understand, there's no, okay, I know some people think it's easier just to capitulate. If I just go with the flow, they're not going to get me. I would say that's naive thinking. If you ever wake up one day and you think something has gone too far, well, guess what? Your ass is on a chopping block. That's the whole point of Minority Report, the book, and also the movie. Tom Cruise character, you know, he was like, well, this technology will be good for preventing abductions and, you know, pre-crime, because my kid got kidnapped and all that, right? But then what happened? He started to investigate, found out some things were inaccurate within the system, and then they purposely turned him into a criminal, you know, and the movie ends up with a happy ending, although that's never guaranteed. And then this is another interesting thing too, like government and government and criminals are in, a part of it is in the same space, which is the eighth house. And I'm talking about the shadow side of government is in the eighth house. That's when you're talking about intelligence agencies, because they are what? Hidden, right? The interesting thing about Minority Report, one of the ways Tom Cruise character was able to escape was through a criminal in the underworld, because remember, the criminals also have having this technology as well. You know, that's why even when people talk about crypto technology, and so many people were surprised that the origins of crypto technology, you have a lot of like gang members and mafias using crypto. I mean, of course, you think that people in the underworld are not going to be using technology to further their CD dealings as well. So anyway, the whole point is we do have to have some restrictions, but we also have to make it's very important that of law-abiding citizens, because sometimes what they do is they put all these red tapes with law-abiding citizens, right? Like when it comes to AI, it's even happening right now. But then Sam Altman is a fucking thief for OpenAI. And then you have Elon Musk killing people in Memphis, Tennessee with his AI data centers. So we do have to make sure we're balanced, because we don't want an authoritative system where if you get out of line, you get destroyed with, again, modern technology. Watch Dogs 2 also had this as a premise for the propagandist. You know, that's also a lot of the video games, a lot of the movies, a lot of the music. It was letting you know about this stuff ahead of time. And sometimes people get a heads up on what's about to happen through the pipeline. You saw how Elon was addicted to Deus Ex, the video game, which I love that video game, by the way, but still, you know, because he wants to try to do cyber technology and enhancements of humans with his whatever brain chip he stole from some other scientists. And they want to make that into a reality. But remember, in the video game, what happened? People who were augmented had got a virus, and then they started killing people that they didn't want to kill. So you had an augmented arm, and this augmented arm, Neuralink. Thank you, Herbert, and thank you for being in the chat. If you have this augmented arm from a company, let's call the company Siler, and then when you get hacked, or sometimes they do their own hacking, you know, because they want to see certain scenarios take place. But anyway, and then you end up killing someone you didn't want to kill. And anyone who trusts Elon Musk when it comes to getting a Neuralink, you are out of your mind. They're going to be putting chips in your asses, okay? Cultivator says, how dumb do you have to let data take you out? Black McBain said, liquid. Yeah. You have to be very dumb in order to let data centers take you out. I don't think you should look at it that way. You got to remember, you have intelligent human beings who have come up with these data centers. Black McBain said Deus Ex 2 was hot shit. Antarctica said, yeah, imagine hacking a Neuralink and Skynet and frying it all at once. Man, that's just horrible. Horrible outcome. Very horrible outcome. Also, Prince, is there anything you want to say on this too? What's up, Mr. in the building? Because I know he's been waiting to talk.
No, I wasn't. I was actually reading some other stuff.
Well, you reading some other stuff? What other stuff are you reading?
That's funny. Well, a lot of it, yeah, people forget like every. What up, y'all? Oh yeah, by the way, what up, y'all? So what's good with you all? If you go back through the history of technology, just globally, like we got to. Actually, it'd be more interesting for you all to look up the history of scammers. So they've all had quack surveillance technology, like in every civilization. America or the Western civilization is no different. In fact, most of the face recognition tech that they're selling on the open market to the dumbass CEOs and companies, they do have technology that is very advanced, but it's for the in-club corps. It's for the in-club CEOs, and it's for those that are going to make sure they're going to continue to do exclusive contracts with the military and extending a paramilitary garrison state. But everybody else said, I want to lay off, 20,000 people, employees, and I want to implement this face tech or this face retcon technology. Those are the ones that's going to be they're the ones that's going to be sold the quackery, dysfunctional technology. It's just going to be layered behind $1 million contracts and all this other type of stuff. Exclusive
news just came from Epstein's website, TMZ. Medical examiner ruled it was a death, a homicide. David.
Of course, she was dismembered. They found her in the side of the Tesla. She was dismembered. I think in the trunk. So
that's very sad and disgusting. And I was telling people on our Patreon that I'm so sick of like industry wars because they're all liars. And I don't care if people get in their fucking feelings about it. They're all liars. If you're working in that industry, that mainstream industry, you're 1 degree from separation from somebody who has sex with teenagers. Like it's Columbia Records, it's Interscope, it's every fucking label under UMG, it's Sony, it's it's Warner, and this is a great example of that. Like this dude, this guy here was literally having sex with a child.
Well, I want to get to
allegedly.
I just want to finish this off, and I'm glad about the breaking news. And all I'll just say is this: is the reason why you're having mistaken identities is because the job is to get the contracts out there. Remember, all of these companies, they want contracts. I want contracts, or the people that sell it to them. So they have to speak through a third party, which are kind of like these marketing consultant firms that will guarantee these contracts for the CEOs. And a lot of times these CEOs, they're kind of like, well, I want numbers. I want numbers. I want numbers. So they'll tell them to go after some of the quack technology. This is where you get them, getting the wrong person and saying, especially security firm details, right? That's going to be sold in bulk in general, and you're going to be seeing a lot more misidentification. You got to think about it. If you already have a system where they keep wrongly IDing different people, especially Black people, just because you put more technology on top of it, you're going to have the same system. They're just going to use different apparatuses to wrongly ID Black people,
and then send them to El Salvador.
Yeah, and then we're gonna. and I love the think piece people, but you're going to have more think piece people from academia writing their books on the racism of AI security firms misidentifying Black people. They're going to go on their circuit, and it keeps happening every decade, every era, whatever the case. As far as the David guy, my personal opinion, I did research on it before, and I had to go back and look at some more stuff again. I think I always thought his music was garbage. I didn't see nothing special there other than it was Scissor Hand Black nigga.
They said that I don't know. Scissor called his music like I've never heard his music before, so I can't say whether it's good or bad. But Scissor said he's like what she's called him something like a beautiful, tragic emo music.
It's tragic, but the music just isn't good. And honestly, artistically, I didn't see any further divergence than we've gotten from stronger artists that did that type of work. I thought he was a funny looking Edward Scissorhand nigga, anyway, you look at it, he started messing with the girl when she was 11, and she already had she had her like troubled prepubescent teenage adolescents running away from home type stuff. But I think the one where you guys should check out his video, Sleep Well, and check out, of course, the Romantic Homicide video. I had to sit through that trash. But he seems to have a fascination with, that look. And
Prince did it so I didn't have to watch it. Yeah. Like I watch horrible things if I'm not sure if the person is guilty or not. So I'm like, okay, let me look through this. But Prince still did a great job. But I don't feel like watching David's videos.
Yeah,
but you did a great job because you feel like that it showcased because you showed what. Hold on, guys, because you showed that he had a type.
Yeah. And he mimicked, he sound like Pharrell when he's speaking. When I killed her in the back of my mind, it just sounded like another lame nigga in training, my personal opinion.
He's going to be another black and made nigga who's going to tell you who really about it and who's not.
Yeah, but Interscope at first, they were trying to figure out what they were going to do. Because, they pumped all of this money into him. He got a chance to, go on tour with SZA. He was getting some looks from the industry.
A lot. Whew. He was able to afford a home next to Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, because those are plants.
How, Prince? How?
But when we talk about industry plants, that's what we're talking about. Hollywood and the music industry is a demonic garden. You need plants to grow.
Black McBain said Interscope signs killers all the time. It literally, it's been their history as a...
Hey, you got to think about what they were doing with the lead singer from 9 Inch Nails, Trent Reznor. And
he went to the home of someone who was slaughtered.
Yeah, it was the Tate. With the Tate murders, and he actually curated his album there, and then one of the sisters knocked on the door and asked him, she confronted him to his face. And from that point on, though, he didn't buy further into the edgelord prop doing it to that level. But you got to remember, Interscope had, of course, Death Row Records. They had Marilyn Manson, of course, they had the crassier era of 9 Inch Nail. Like, the whole house was built off of Violator type aesthetics. You get what I'm saying? From Spawn. Just think of a Spawn record label at its inception in the beginning. So looking at it with the boy David, a funny looking ET nigga, I just think everything about the boy was strange. And I didn't feel that it was all that deep, but definitely seemed like the machine was really behind him at the time. And they were actually prepping for his deluxe. They was prepping for his deluxe.
I told them that he went on tour with his SOS tour, but also Lil Nas X from Columbia Records and him, they, went on tour together, and he had his Satanist shoes. Also,
not Violator Records.
No, he's saying that would be funny. No,
oh yeah, Violator Records. Yeah,
Black McBain. That would be an interesting record label.
Yeah, Violator from Spawn. So he went with a lot of the aesthetics and the whole thing with the bride died because. This is why I don't like
fascination with death, and sometimes people say maybe even kill their own artists. I don't know. Allegedly.
Fake slick industry talk goes like this. If you see something and it's very direct what it is, they'll tell you that's not what the interpretation is. So there's a girl in the bed in a bride outfit. She got blood all over her. She's been stabbed. Basically, she's been butchered. And she's laying in the bed dead. He says in the Genius interview, it's not literally killing her. It's in the back of my mind. And I was like, see, that's why I don't like y'all niggas. That shit right there, nigga. Because if that was in the back of your mind, you have her inside of a big brain or something. Be a little bit more creative. You just got a girl all stabbed up in the bed, So yeah, look.
What's up, Black Venus?
I think you're gonna see more of that. Yeah, I don't do all of that fake weird nigga shit. Nigga.
What's up, Space?
They get caught with women. They get caught with women that are really men, and they'll tell you that wasn't what happened. Like this.
When I was in the video, and we were shooting, and I raped the woman, it wasn't really rape. It was trying to show the force of power and what can happen when boundaries are breached. But I've never done anything like that in my life.
I killed her in the back of my mind. I'm like, first of all, nigga, you this is not even that deep. We don't need an explanation. You're a weirdo. I see it in the video. We need the throwback shit pop-up videos.
Well, with King Von, when he said he killed the nigga, he wasn't saying literally. He was saying in his mind, he smoked the nigga. But he really didn't.
Yeah. And then, and the one thing I don't like sometimes that industry does with cross promotion, they put weirdo folk in spaces that I don't want to see them. So leave it up to them. They would have had the nigga in the Into the Spider-Verse movie somewhere.
Thank God he did. But he was one step away from being in that. He was one step away of being in that space.
Yeah.
But what do you expect? Like, people be acting dumb on stupid on purpose. Oh, I don't see Jessica Reed and Charlemagne. I don't see Charlemagne talking about how much he enjoyed R. Kelly's child pornography. Oh, I don't see David. Oh, I don't see this person, that person. Like everyone, like, come on, like we stop acting like we Ray Charles. We all can see here.
Well, Black McBain, I get what you're saying, and you could be right about they wanted, because I did feel they were trying to make him more of a bloodier version of The Weeknd. But I just don't think his voice is as captivating, you know, or when I say captivating, like the production, everything, really the Weeknd situation is an atmospheric thing. And you are right about those atmospheric dark artists, those dark atmospheric artists.
Dark ambient music.
Yeah, but
but Interscope said they was trying to make him a male SZA.
Yeah, because it's just David, I just wasn't feeling the style of writing. Like I listened to like a couple of his stuff, but my head started hurting because the boy was extra. He got the blood all on the shirt, and I slowly killed you. And
well, it's also. Can I say this? I fucking love anime. I am not gonna sit out here and be fake. As millennials, I think
doo-doo butter.
As millennials, I think many of us love anime, including the Gen Zers. We love anime. We love anime. I get it. But some of these black anime niggas are annoying. Some are annoying. I'm not gonna say more than some.
I told you.
And I think there's a and not just black anime. I mean, I'm saying there's a portion of anime lovers. There's a percentage of them, not all of them, that some of them are just fucking weird. And again, Jupiter Jones said he was homeschooled. And again, I'm saying this as somebody who loves anime. I'm not gonna sit out here and be a fucking liar. I love anime. Yeah, I love the especially 80s and 90s anime. Mwah.
You listen, but already
wait, I have to. We just talking about just a little bit of nuance here. I love anime. But there are people in that space who are fucking weird.
Hair. Who cut their hair up under an afro?
He was trying to give it that Raphael look. I gotta get to where you are.
Oh, man, that nigga look crazy. And then he got the black
just
sticker. You saw that star sticker in the middle of his forehead?
Yeah, but it's because he's also, I would make this clear though, he's also a criminal though too.
Who?
David, just to make that clear. There's some people who put sticker shit in the middle of their forehead, don't do nothing.
Boy look weird. And they had to put them glasses on his face to make his head look smaller. They try to mark niggas like they sexy.
I'm talking about.
This is a funny looking boy. If somebody asks you, yo, who's the black school shooter at our school? That's him.
Okay, like we to sum it up, as they said in the chat, edgelords. I don't like the edgelord anime stuff. Like the people who be like, y'all know edgelords, they are punching down. You get what I'm saying?
Edgelord niggas, I used to cook the shit out of them when they got out of line. It's just because they're violators. And they want people to feel sorry for them, or they want to say, like, I got picked on. But no, you got jumped on Bankhead because you ran your mouth, school shooter. Go to school, go to your financial literacy class like everybody else.
I do agree with that. Some people do deserve to get their ass beat.
Yeah, no, some do.
Some people are wrongly bullied, and the bullies are the violators. And sometimes the person getting bullied is a violator because, look, people look for easy kills. That weirdo went and violated an 11-year-old girl. And people gotta be honest, like, there are a lot of edgelords who be punching down on kids,
girls,
punching down on young women,
little kids, little boys.
So the Andrew Schultz types, right?
Yeah, like I don't rock.
Some people deserve to get smacked.
Yeah, I don't rock with them. I just don't feel David should have had a career, but I understand there's old edgelords that run the industry too. So they like, man, I see me and you. I gotta bring you in. And you got to understand, like, just to show you, people got to stop being emotional about some of this stuff. Like, you like, oh, they rejected me. They rejected me. Look who's being accepted. Weirdos by weirdos. You shouldn't feel rejected. Look at him. Somebody, a group of powerful edgelord weirdos accepted him, and your normal ass is like, man, I can sing, I can really rap. Why can't they? Why get overlooked?
What's up, Nassan?
You get what I'm saying? So
look at
you gotta look at
Interscope like extreme stuff. You gotta be the baby wearing a doo-doo pamper. That's first of all, the baby wearing a pamper as a grown man. Like, I'm surprised when his first album dropped. Like, the culture was.
He went by Baby Jesus.
People wasn't paying attention to that though.
Well,
like he having a pacifier and a pamper.
Let's pause it real quick.
Like,
hold on, let's pause it. Let me get on this one real quick, Sid, because I gotta talk about this one.
Okay, go ahead.
When he did Suge and he did the video, I was like, oh, okay, we got like a little Luda baby. He ain't as good lyrically as Luda, but I was like, okay, we can see where he goes.
That's what I thought too. I was like, I like the song. I'm like, okay, let's see where it goes.
But nobody knew he did all this dirty Diana Sambo diaper shit to get to this level. But then I thought about it, I was like, you know what? He signed to Interscope. They like all that weird stuff.
They all do weird shit on Interscope.
And then they center things around Pac and Suge. Pac and Suge. You get what I'm saying? So
the Pac and Suge universe.
That's it. That's all. Pac and Suge.
Tupac and
Suge. That's it. It's always they bouncing a date off of some important date with Tupac and Suge. That nigga come out, they got a Pac and Suge background. They got a Suge interview sample at the beginning of the R&B record. It's Pac and Suge. Pac and Suge.
Because that's what they did the same thing with the baby. It was about Suge.
That put the baby to Suge.
I get what I want.
Shit, Jimmy Iovine missed that cocaine.
Jimmy Iovine been eating off of that shit for
Interscope, the whole
30 years.
The whole building been eating off of Pac and Suge. Pac and Suge. I'm looking at David's old video days. They got all type of Pac and Suge references. I said, man, they ain't stopping for nothing. Yeah, but no, the edgelord culture, like, hey, y'all gotta be careful, like, cause the late 80s, early 90s anime and the newer stuff they was having in the early 2000s, the clean, refined art and the color scheme, the color palette, the tones. A lot of it's really dope, but people that enjoy anime, you have to be comfortable getting rid of the black and made edgelord niggas out of there, because what they'll do is like, they don't like me because I'm black and I like anime, but you a black person, you like, I like anime. They shouldn't do that to you, but you don't know that they're lying.
Yeah, just to add to that. No, I'm glad you brought it up. So when I saw some black people saying they're not liked because they like anime, I'd be like, I looked at them, I'm like, you got like, what's like that white stuff in the corner of your mouth?
Yeah.
Like, and you say rapey things, okay? That's number one. Then you have the audacity to act like you're special. Newsflash, if you're from, some Gen Xers liked anime, some. I would say some.
They're probably more of the comics, though.
They were more traditional comic books. Yeah. Millennials, all the way down to the current generation, like anime, the majority of us. So stop thinking you're fucking special because you like anime. All of us fucking like anime, so you're not special, okay? And you're not being picked on because you like anime. You're being picked on because you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I was like, jump that shooter. I don't know what they talking about. Fuck that nigga's notebook. That nigga a weirdo. Like, you staring up under girls' dresses in the classroom, or like you doing that weird Charlemagne seat. Niggas walking homeroom early and they caught you sniffing a girl's seat. Weird stuff like that. So, I've seen them move the furniture around, on some black and made niggas that were being weirdos, but they try to act like, no, it's because, newsflash, all of the millennials got introduced to anime, whether you watch Pokemon, Monster Rancher, Digimon, nigga, you ain't special.
First of all,
that's like that Toonami is the king of all of it.
Toonami.
Then you got Boondock niggas.
Also, the WB during the mornings, they were introducing people to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. And then, of course, even if you talk about 80s cartoons and anime where people was being introduced with Akira and people being introduced to Ghost in the Shell, and just first of all, there's a lot of amazing anime films that came out in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. And then you also had a lot of anime series that was able to cross over, because it's a crossover of a crossover. So for people who don't know the history, traditional American animation crossed over into Japan. Japan used American animation, created their own thing, and then the anime got sent back to the United States. So what you call that? Cultural diffusion.
Yeah, I just don't like the David niggas. You know, he holding up there with the the K-pop. He had the poster singing and you know, and then these niggas, they always like, I'm about to go where I'm appreciated, you know. And I said that would only be hell.
Oh yeah, Speed Racer in the 70s. Thank you, K-pop fan. And also thank you to Sailor Moon as well, right?
Yo, what up, Dime a Dozen in the building? Shouts out to Dime, Kill the Frog. Shouts out to Dime a Dozen. Y'all check it out. The Frog is Dead series is real dope. But now my personal opinion, I just think, you know, they create these spaces, and you know, realistically, you know, people, you know, they find every excuse to hide behind something. So like, let me give you an example. You got some people like you know, they was reading comic books and they're like, nobody likes me because I read comic books. The white people said it too. Nobody likes me because I read comic books. Nobody likes me because I'm black and I read comic books. Nobody likes me because I'm into anime. Nobody likes me because I'm black and I read anime. Nobody likes me because I'm black and I read manga. Nobody likes me because I'm black and I read manga.
You know, there's everybody they do because they're weirdo. They always say, nobody like me because I read mystery books and I'm black. Yeah. Nobody like me because I listen to Nirvana and I'm black. Yeah, what the fuck does that even fucking mean? Black people created fucking rock and roll. There are a lot of black people who listen to Nirvana, and it was a black woman who started grunge. So why the fuck do you keep making up? How about you look in the mirror? Maybe people just don't like you.
Nobody likes me because I'm black and vegan. Nobody likes me because I'm black and I date out my race. Nobody likes me because I'm black and tall. Nobody likes me because I'm black and short. Nobody likes me because I'm black and fat. Nobody likes skinny black people. Let's talk about it. And I've told people to their face, I says, no, you're quite dislikable.
Right, on your own.
Yeah.
Bro, but mystery books, anime, grunge music, all that aside.
No, you're just dislikable.
You're just unlikable, bro. It's just that simple.
All right.
What's up, Village Brother?
Nobody likes me because I'm black and I collect New York critics. Nobody likes me because I'm black and I wear black retro urban gear. No, you're dislikable. Whatever space you go to, nobody likes you because it's you.
Right.
It's you.
Right.
Nobody likes me because I'm black and I garden.
Yeah, in the black community, I was unliked because I garden. Okay.
Hobbies should not be tied intrinsically to your personality. You know, no matter what you do. All right. There are very likable, charming criminals. Okay.
Yes, there are.
People like, who? Oh man, why they kill him? Bro, I liked him, man. He was real cool, man. That's messed up. So it's 3 niggas that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all see it in the script. No, Prince is right. When people write a script and they do in a movie and they make a charismatic criminal.
Yeah, the likable antagonist.
Right, but imagine a criminal who's unlikable. What would they say? Yeah. You don't like me because I'm a criminal.
You don't like me because I'm a criminal. Like Nino Brown was like, yeah, y'all don't like me because I had to sell these drugs. I'm like, Nino, first of all, you are a criminal, but nobody likes you, nigga.
No, you're mean. You're
Nino
too mean.
Brown was funny, but he was a very
too evil.
He was a very dislikable antagonist.
You can't chill around the dude, you know?
The likable antagonist I've seen people fall for was like the Damson Idris nigga from Snowfall. Like I seen a lot of people like his character, but I was like, niggas, he is the villain though. Like so the nigga end up on drugs at the end. It is what it is. But yeah, you know, you got a lot of people that do that. You know, that they try to hide behind those things. And, you know, I just think if you like what you like, it's for you. You know, you like reading comics, you like the anime, that's you. You have to enjoy those things. But David definitely was a weirdo. And even some of his, because how they curated and groomed his audience, he has developed followers and people.
I will say, though, to give the audience credit on this one, his fans are not defending him. there are certain fans that'll defend him no matter what. Like even like when Playboy Cardi B kicking women down the steps.
Well, he got one on his ass right now.
No, they made up.
Oh, they made up. He had to get out there quick.
Queen of Kings on the Patreon. I was like, she was right. She said this is just foreplay. It looked like they made up. But his fan base, they call themselves vamps, and they be like, they defend their king vamp, which is Playboy Cardi.
He do act like an evil anime nigga.
David, even his core fan base, they're like, I mean, if he goes, he goes. So that shows you that
it wasn't that significant. The power wasn't there.
I mean, he don't have it. Yeah, I don't.
They might get a white version that look like Jack Harlow and call him Frankie and spell it with a 4. You know, but no. I mean,
Matt said his fan base been calling him a weirdo. Yeah, that means like, no offense. The machine does make things for people. I'm gonna make this very clear. The machine makes people, but some of the people that the machine makes, like, they really don't have no core audience.
No,
you know, and okay, I'll give you an example. I'll even just use the big 3. You have a core audience for J. Cole that are backpack nerds, that are hip hop nerds that love hip hop and vinyls and CD covers and stuff.
Spinning on their head.
And they support bro no matter what, even though he came through the machine. Drake, you have a core fan base who sometimes they do call him stupid. That's
a part of their culture.
Some of them even say he couldn't dress for 6 years.
But they like all of that.
But they still worship their Snow King and they try to defend him, right? And then of course with Kendrick, he has a core fan base as well that goes to bat for him no matter what too. With David, I did find it interesting that it almost feels like the core fan base is like jelly.
Well,
there's no real like defense there.
Well, he's a flop version of Lil Nas X. They didn't get their return on him yet.
Does Lil Nas X have a core fan base though?
No.
Yeah. I get what you say. An empty shell that they didn't get to make.
Company.
They didn't make money off of yet.
Yeah, they didn't make money. Yeah, they made money off of Lil Nas X. Because, that's why when they put that shoe out and it flopped, they moved on.
And the reason why I'm saying is because even though Triple X went through the machine as well, even early in his career, he had a strong core fan base. That's why they was able to go.
Well, you know why though?
To war against Drake.
You know why they did that?
So even he had a core fan base, and to this day, that core fan base still support him versus Lil Nas X who doesn't.
Yeah, well, the XXX Tentacion, he also had heavily hit that Chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
So he was doing all the little festivals. I'm not the David Boy, he was doing some festivals, but I didn't see him out there like Denzel Curry and all them boys.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of the stuff, it feels like he's there. And then what they do is like, you introduce him to the audience that came to see SZA. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they make it look like you have a look.
But that's why I said Interscope was trying to paint him as the male SZA.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
The male version of SZA. So
it was just a little bit more. It was SZA hand aesthetics,
right? And he claims that even SZA mentored him and was the one who discovered him. But yeah, Interscope did try to model him off of like a female SZA. And
versus what you saw with SZA coming through that whole TDE process and all that stuff. What was David's starting point? Where was the journey beginning? Like, how do you start in front of a large audience? Like, we was here with you. Even all of the big 3, all of them niggas started off like at smaller venues.
Yes, because the machine can push you through it. First of all, the machine puts steroids what you already have. Remember, all these record labels are steroids. That's what they are. Think about it that way. So if you already know how to dunk and you already know how to play ball really well, all they do is inject you with steroids, right?
Yeah, they do.
So that's why I said, even if you don't like the big 3, and they all are part of the machine, they all have been injected with steroids, but it don't change the fact that they all are talented in their own right. For example, Kendrick is one of the greatest poets of our generation. People liked Drake's emo, emotional relationship music. And then you have backpack rapper J. Cole, right? Notice, though, when they inject certain people with steroids, not much happens. So
they just get an inch taller.
Right.
They just get an inch taller. Actually, real quick, Daima does and explains this in his new joints. You know, y'all should check it out. And he talks about what it was like to be a part of what was going on with Warner Brothers and what they were trying to put behind him. So, no, to the point. And yes, Ariel, yeah, he was from YouTube. This is what we talk about. Like, they sometimes with the machine, they put all this stuff behind somebody, and it's like, you know, what goes on here.
No, yeah, but it's interesting because people forget the machine gives everybody steroids.
Yeah,
it don't matter what the artist.
They call it the look,
but
he looks.
It's always I always find it fascinating when people who are given so much and they still can't like.
You mean Jared Leto?
Whoa, yes.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
I can't stand that bitch.
Yeah,
yeah.
Was it how many looks they give him?
WME.
Don't nobody want to see him.
He is box office poison. WME has put him in every fucking blockbuster you can think of. And
I've always went the other way.
I'm going to tell you this.
I was waiting for Tron. I was waiting for Ghost in the Shell, even though they had Scarlett Johansson in it. I was like, for me when I saw him. When I saw him with the sword, the samurai sword, I said it's a definite pass.
I've seen almost all of Denzel Washington's movies.
That one we didn't
want to see. When I saw Jared Leto, I was like, something about him. It feels like it's draining of energy.
Oh, and then the Morbius.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Pass on that.
I guess I will take a look at that bootleg Craven film over this Morbius stuff because Jared Leto, it's just it's like looking at a brick. Yeah, Jared Leto, when I heard he was in the He-Man universe, I said, I'm out. Yeah, Sin told me because I saw the trailer. I said, where was he? She said he was in there. I said, what? What's up, Remy? Yes. No, I don't know of a black version of Jared Leto. I do agree with that. A black version of Jared Leto. And acting, no. Well, I don't think they would get that many looks. No. Jared Leto allegedly do a lot of sick things. And he got that 60-minute to Mars. I didn't know he had a band. He's backed by one of the most powerful agencies in Hollywood. Yeah, but there's a lot of WME. Look at Sydney Sweeney, Jarita Leto. Here she come. Now we got to look at her ass for the next 10 years. I would say she really, to me, I think she messed up her career. Because when I first saw her, I had no opinion. It was just nothing. I had no opinion, nothing positive, nothing negative. But now it's like, when I see her face, I get nauseous. I will speak when I'm ready to speak. I said, what? So, Sydney, let's talk about it. The infamous jeans situation that happened. What about it? Well, what are your thoughts on it? Like, I just want to know, like, just white woman to white woman. When I have something to say, I will speak when I'm ready. Well, what do you think about, like, the claims of eugenics and dog whistling, to people who aren't even going to go watch your films? What do you think about that? I don't apologize for nothing. They're my genes. She apologizing now, man. Like my stomach get nauseous now when I look at. Once I saw that picture of that pacifier, that's all I needed to know. I said I already figured that because you damn sure ain't talented. You ain't got no talent. At least whatever talent you're doing, we ain't seeing it on screen. Well, also some OnlyFans women came out and said we're not doing that on OnlyFans. The majority of us, I don't see because they claimed that scene was supposed to be like showcasing. Like what take place on OnlyFans and like request of like well then one of the OnlyFans even trying to explain the nuances of it is making my stomach hurt a little bit. One of the OnlyFans owners had passed away recently. Yes, he's dead. Yeah, we posted. We talked about it on the Patreon. We have to get back into that story. Yes, yeah, he's dead. That's true. Yeah, but Sydney to me is I just see Jared Leto with a wig. Well, he has a wig, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I miss more like I like more of the goth stuff. Like when you had like the Crow film, which represents a bit of goth energy. You might add a little sprinkle of emo on it, but well, I'm glad you brought that up real quick. Yeah, go ahead. That's what I was getting out of David's videos. It was bootlegging Crow aesthetics, the first film. They're watering down goth aesthetics. Yeah, watered it down. Yeah. They didn't know flooded that shit out. Because some of this shit, you know, like I wasn't like, you would see, and you know, it's crazy when we was growing up, like with pop culture, there was people that was really into goth, and then there was always light goth aesthetics around, mixed with the biker gang aesthetics too, the outlaw aesthetics.
Because I like
from Tupac to the Crows to Underworld.
Because I like goth aesthetics. I did it myself. Black lipstick, you know, skull, sweater, black. Like I like that stuff, but it is like what's going on
it's
right now?
It's lame shit. Did you see? He had all these blades, like he was about to go chase down a vampire in his video, but it's over this dead girl.
I know, so lame. I know, it's just so fucking lame. It's like, you know, trying to be edgy of killing a child. Wow, society.
Well, okay, Black McBain. No, when Tupac was rocking basically the biker gang aesthetics, that nigga made it look good. T.I. didn't. You get what I'm saying? And that's why when they
wait, just to clarify, Black McBain, are you talking about the California song? Which track? Because in your spirit, it could be because you don't like Jada, because Jada gave them the idea to do that video.
Yeah, but the California Love video, their aesthetics was on point, and that's why when people go on about the Rick Owens thing, I'm like, bro, like them niggas was doing that in '96.
Well, Rick Owens is like the shit goes into assless chaps in some weird territory. Like he got a few things.
German whites and black slave cucks territory. It just does.
For our Rick Owens series, go to our Patreon because we talk about this.
You see ASAP Rocky's new furniture?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Couches that are made of trash bags, clear trash bags. It's like, it looks like trash.
Oh yeah, they're doing that now with also like garbage bag, like hand shopping bags. Yeah, like plastic bags.
They trying to tell you where they're gonna put America.
Well, I find it interesting because the money laundering fashion industry, they're letting you know we do whatever we want. If we tell people to carry a plastic bag around and it's chic, they'll fucking do it. If we'll tell people to put a garbage bag around their waist, they'll fucking do it because we tell people where to go and how to dress. And
they laugh at it.
It is on some Hunger Games shit, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like when Kanye did his homeless line.
Yeah.
See, it's the same shit. They all I keep telling you, they do the same shit. Look, homeless gear.
Prince and I,
they all do the same shit.
We come from visual performing arts. And when you're from the streets or humble beginnings, and you're in the visual performing arts scene, and you with your peers who come from similar backgrounds, and you go to Soho as a kid, and you go to all these uppity gallery spaces, not even just in the United States, but abroad, you realize quickly, wow, this is all bullshit. Because if you're a kid from the wealthy part of society, this stuff is just like, oh, normal to you. But like with us, like we're doing all this hard work, making sure and all of this stuff, learn cubism, all forms of art, right?
In case banana is called Nana.
Right. And then you go to the art galleries and people are like, well, the red dart is the soul has become red. But they're lying. Yeah. Like they really, like what they're doing is they're creating anything, and then they'll put like a philosophy behind it or ideology behind it. And then they'd be like, this is the work. And then people be like, yes, this is the work. And it's very frightening because it's like some zombie shit.
You can tell who fell in that space. I'm going to tell you where y'all lost your guy Jay-Z at. It was Blueprint 3. All you got to do is go back to when he explained the album cover. Because remember, he has a bunch of instruments that are all white. And there's 3 red lines going by on it. It's just like scraped across the picture. Mm-hmm. The instruments, and they asked him. They said, "So what is the meaning of the album cover?" In the beginning of the time, there were before musical notage. There was 3 red lines over and over and over, and I put that on my. That's how he was in the.
Bro, man. I'm so sick of these people.
I left the art gallery space for a reason. I didn't like it. It was too much. And you know, Sid, because you and I, like you said, come from that same background, right?
Yeah.
When we saw art that was dope, they would overlook it.
Yes. No, I'm serious.
Art that's dope, they overlook it, and they would go to the 3 red lines.
in the art gallery world, in the visual performing arts world, it's not necessarily about skills or, you know, like, I know art is subjective to a degree, but they really pound that into oblivion. That whole, oh, it's subjective. Sometimes things be just universally bullshit.
Yeah.
But they stay hiding behind it's subjective.
It's subjective.
Yeah, okay, it's subjective, but this
group,
you're money laundering and you're only hiring your fucking friends or people you fuck, okay? That is it.
And then people, because they don't want to rock the boat, come on, everybody, they don't want to rock the boat. There's nobody in those groups that say this is stupid.
No one.
Because people want to feel privileged to be in those
Even
spaces.
though we was hushed a little bit, because one time when we all went to Soho as a class and we was there, and this white bitch, she was so fucking racist because she was like scared and shit. So we was in there and all of us, like all 20 of us, she was like, all of our work is better than this. So, but she also was like following us everywhere. I was like, good luck, bitch, following 20 students around. But we were like, we all looked at each other. We was like, we all knew this is fake.
I had one evil, dope professor that said that though overall, though, they were talking about some of the artists. So some of the people, when we was younger, they said, one person in the class said, my 24 pieces smoke anything that's up on that wall. And then he just said, young man, people are fucking. That's what they're doing. He said, well, he says, I'm telling you, that's what they're doing. And we saw a situation where a white woman that act like Sydney Sweeney, actually, she had that mindset. She didn't look like her, but she had that mindset. And she had these 13 ugly pieces. It was, I don't know, it was a piece of a,
right. It was because the industry is about relationships.
It's about relationships. She had a period pad on the wall. She had her blonde hair or her brunette hair over here. And they were like, oh my God, it's one of the greatest things in Texas. And so somebody actually said, what is this? What was it? And then that's when he said, drugs, sex, trafficking, money laundering.
Well, because I was
in these big studios
going back and forth between New Jersey and New York, what our professors would say, one professor, he went to Cooper Union. He was, supposed to be really known in that space. But the one who went to, I'm forgetting the one that starts with an S out there in New York City. He was like he was more shady as a professor. So he was like, when we said what we said, he was like, so? He said, this is the business. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what he said to us.
And his soul was gone.
The other two, the female professors, they were like, no, still try your hardest. Like, it's about talent and it's about
how much Zoloft are they taking?
Consistency.
Yeah.
And then the other professor who looked like a white Santa Claus, he was just mostly focused on, do y'all want to go to the opera? And a professor, he would like focus on the technique and he out of all of them was in love with the theater and the arts. He's the really most
into the culture.
Yeah, of it.
Well, here's the thing. No, you're not wrong about that because like, okay, Texas and go to Georgia and then some other spaces too. And then of course, the line of like New York professors or mentors that would come out of the fine arts community, come to Atlanta, and they would be scouting for children, right? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm sure we got some fine artists in the chats, formerly fine artists, people that were part of advanced placement art. I had that growing up.
They
right?
all in the chat. They know all that was bullshit.
First disillusionment is get the fuck away from the fine arts community. All of them. You can absorb the culture, the art gallery people, the symphony orchestra weirdos that come out of the spaces. Go to any former musician that used to work in an orchestra, or people that grew up. They like, I had to play the violin all of my life. It's excessively competitive. They play the same pieces all the time.
And this is not to say that there's no beautiful art. Like,
no, the art is beautiful. I'm talking about the industry part of it.
It's all games. The business is all games. Like, I love to go. I've been growing up going to theaters my entire life, you know. And there are some damn good plays, but like Prince said, I'm
talking about
because you love. I know you love classical music too, but I'm just saying. We are both agreeing. Like, there's layers.
The business side of it. You know, I knew there were people I seen leave those spaces and they became rappers, DJs. Some folks left the country. So, and what nobody talks about is how many violators of young pupils are in the fine arts community. So people, whether they work and they do classical music, their mentors, their musical professors or teachers having inappropriate dynamics with them. This is why they groom them for the industry. This is why when they get into the industry, they think this is normal because everybody did it. Right.
Yep.
Like what was somebody told somebody, well, everybody's been touched somewhere. Right. Dealing in that industry. So in the fine arts community, they layer that within the industry and when they're transitioning people out of those sectors, too, by the way. So the art gallery, you've seen it, people's professors taking advantage of them,
Yeah.
So
it's not to say all art galleries are bad. I've seen some really damn good art galleries.
Put together by the community. I've seen that. The ones that are put together by the community are fire.
There are community galleries and also some institutions where there's beautiful art. Like even Newark has a museum of even Black art that's really beautiful. So look, there are galleries that are beautiful. There are theater plays that are beautiful.
They're really talented and gifted performers.
Beautiful operas that you could go to, but there are also a lot of liars. There's a lot of money laundering, and there's a lot of fucking criminals.
And a lot of, a lot of people that can't keep their hands to themselves.
That too.
Because
Katy Perry.
Yeah, just because your child is gifted. First of all, they're going to be sourcing for the gifted and talented children anyway. And
then the next step is who is going to pass the second test to go have entry into the machine, which is into the industry. Because it's like a filtering process. Okay, we got 100 people who are talented, and we're gonna somehow dwindle that probably from 5 to 1, depending on who has the constitution to
who can be psychologically manipulated. Because all of those girls that Larry Nassau was messing with and violated, they were all very extremely talented performers as gymnasts. And look where he was. And he wasn't the only one. So it gets in that space. That's why when I look at the David situation, how casual it was just out for him.
Mm-hmm. Because in that space, I mean, usually you casually showcase. It's like having a teardrop on your eye.
Yeah.
You're casually showcasing like how many people you've harmed.
See, you just made me think of so you said teardrop. Remember Pooh Shiesty said teardrops is getting old. Put your favorite bullet under your eye. A tat of your favorite bullet under your eye.
Yo,
nobody was saying, but Pooh Shiesty is a nigga Ed and Eddie.
Like this just.
He said teardrops are getting old. He said, get a tat of your favorite bullet under your eye. What did he say, Desi? You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
The world that we live in.
Yeah, but no, I mean, even if you have siblings, you have children, you have little brothers, little sisters. No, if they are in the, those spaces, I'm not saying all of these people are going to try that, but you do have to keep an eye because these people, the predators be everywhere.
Again, everybody in that industry, no exception to the rule, know somebody, whether friend or associate or work colleague, that has had a sexual relationship with a teenager.
Oh, also, Village Brother says it's an open secret, even in vocal teaching. I heard that a lot, but he says here,
yes, it is.
It didn't happen to me, but he said he heard about it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Why do you think a lot of them performers that end up in those spaces, they kind of like, you know, I mean, everybody got to get bro. That's how they talk. But yeah, Pooh ain't coming home. I just thought about when Sid talked about the teardrop. I said, wait a minute, he really was trying to kick a trend off there. Get your favorite bullet tattooed under your eye. Show me that you a demon. Oh, also, did y'all see now? Because when Sid and I, we spoke about it briefly, and I had some guys. This is why I say, you know, fake street culture, because they just like the David niggas we talked about. Fake street culture it's a mind fuck, right? So what I was saying at the time, I said the contract would have been null and void anyway. Where was the idiot going to go with the signed contract? You had Gucci Mane sign some shit under duress that doesn't fly in court.
No, so he thought that that Gucci wasn't going to go in that direction based off of not telling.
They said they had cameras all through that studio. And his boys walking around. Yeah, okay, maybe you and Gucci dipped off in the back.
No, he thought Gucci, like, was it, whether on camera or whatever, like, no one was going to say anything. That's his perspective.
60 years old. He tell me. Actually, y'all should have left his earrings in his ear. I think when they took the earrings out of his ear, that was just the final offense.
There's one thing about Jay-Z. He made sure he allegedly stays with, like, upper criminals.
Jay-Z
criminals and upper spaces.
He typically likes to be bougie criminals.
Yeah. Yeah, like he'll be like, if you don't know what this watch is, you can't hang with me. Although once in a while he flips up, like with the Meek Mill thing.
And the little baby.
Yeah. Well, no, he don't hang out with little baby.
No, when he was nodding his head to that bad
I mean, this him just doing. I'm talking about like Jay-Z was trying to be a mentor to Meek Mill. That was
something about Philadelphia.
That didn't make any sense.
He liked Philly niggas though.
He does.
Jay-Z, but who was worse than Meek Mill?
David said, "Whole be blue blood glazing."
That's funny.
Blue blood glazing.
That is funny.
Yo, that's very funny.
No, he do.
Blue blood glazing.
I will say though, as much as Meek Mill gets like a lot of the cooking he deserves, right?
Yeah.
He still is Philly nigga suburb energy compared to Beanie Siegel though. Beanie Siegel was a better lyricist, but Beanie Siegel was handcuffing niggas to bumpers and damn near killing them, pistol whipping folks. Beanie Siegel was off the hook. I still think Beanie Siegel was a harder liability for Jay-Z than Meek Mill.
Jay, can I be a part of your crew? Like, you know, I've been like stealing since I was like 5, bro. And I just want to be like a part of whatever you're doing. Like,
so let me get this straight, nigga.
Yeah.
So you've been stealing since you was 5 years old, nigga. You ain't made it yet.
That's why I'm here with you.
Nah,
I'm asking you, like, can I come over there?
Nigga. If you didn't get it then, I can't help you now.
Bro, I'm 27. It's not too.
Nigga, motherfucker, you know where I was at 27?
I know. I read the book.
So you bought it?
Yeah, Dr. Eric Dyson.
So let me put it to you this way, nigga. You've been stealing and hustling since you was 5.
Yeah.
And now you're 27. You still needing to be put on. Nigga,
I want to scale up.
You should have scaled already.
But how?
Well, nigga, if it take you that long since you was 5 years old, I can't help you, nigga. See, when I got popping at 7, nigga, I was already on by 15. 15 in the game, nigga. So I can't help you.
Please, Jay-Z, come on, bro. This is like my last opportunity, man. You hope street niggas. I'm a street nigga. Come on, bro. Put me on. Yo, I got a mixtape.
Cocksucker.
No, hold on.
Hold on. Stand still, nigga. Stand still. Don't worry, Tata. Don't worry. I got this.
No, Tata. I'm not gonna do nothing to Jay-Z.
He's 5'2".
I'm not gonna do nothing.
He'll hop over me to get to you,
bro. I'm not gonna shoot up nothing. Like, bro, I'm here to get knowledge.
Nigga. Space. Back up.
I made my own opportunity. Nobody had to give me anything. Hold on. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. Don't let that just sink. Don't walk past that.
I'm sorry. Bro.
Nobody gave me an opportunity. I made my own opportunity. You had a head start on me. Nigga, I started at 9 and I was done at 15. Don't just think about it. That's how I see your face, the way you look at it. Don't just nigga, think about it.
That's how he is, though.
That is how he is. He be like, I was 17. He was talking about like the lasagnas he was able to pronounce and the watches he was able to buy.
My only thing, because I used to look at Jay-Z growing up. I was like, man, the tryouts for that team looks like it's pretty hard. Niggas go in there and they be like, yo, Jay, I got a watch worth $1 million just like you. Nigga, this is a 1-of-1.
That is true.
None before and none to come.
You remember he said that?
That's why they was like, who's like the best luxury rapper? A lot of people was putting Rick Ross. I like Rick Ross music, but Jay-Z is actually the better luxury because all his stuff is real. It's not counterfeit.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm glad that you brought that up.
His jewelry is not counterfeit.
Rick Ross's luxury raps make niggas that are struggling feel like it's attainable.
With some chicken grease. Yeah. Like hot chicken grease.
With Jay-Z, there's luxury, but there's a lot of elitism there.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you're not going to see them buildings.
No, I know.
You're not going to.
Rick Ross, like, he'll have a counterfeit, like, necklace that he paid $3 million for with grease juice dripping on it. And then he'll just, like, be hanging out with, like, any random nigga. Yeah, like, Jay-Z be like, nigga, don't touch me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yo, ho, can I shake your hand? Oh.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
That's fine, nigga. Okay.
What
type of watch you got on right there?
Oh, that's the same one as yours.
That's what he do when he don't want to shake niggas' head.
Same one as yours.
It's a fake.
If it's
it's fake.
You know, my wrist was itching. Yeah. It was itching today. So how you know it's fake?
And you told me you itching.
No, Jay-Z's luxury rap, it feels unattainable to niggas. That's why they curse at him. Nobody curses at Rick Ross. They like make fun of him, but they don't feel it's unattainable.
They feel like, man,
yeah,
if I can get $100,000, I can flip it in the South.
Yes.
I have a chance.
People, when you hear niggas say fuck Jay-Z, it's out of frustration. Because they feel it's unattainable. You get what I'm saying?
It's an unattainable criminal status.
There you go. Come on, Rick Ross could make a song about Obama, but he can't call him up on the phone or go hang with Michelle Obama and Barack like that. Right? Jay-Z does those Jay-Z likes to break the niggas' team spirits. When he said, I got Obama on the celly. Like, what are niggas going to say behind that? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the type of stuff he likes to do, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you hear, niggas, they get angry at him. It's like, it feels unattainable. When you look at Ross, they like, you know what? Maybe I can save up enough money to go get a Wingstop franchise.
Yeah.
Like, you see how...
Yeah. Even a regular person, you flip something behind the scenes, whatever you're doing, like, yeah, you could open a Pizza Hut franchises.
Yeah, and even that's why you saw so many niggas, they were really feeling Nipsey Hussle, because it was like, yo, as a millennial, with the limited shit that my parents left me, I can make something happen.
Because he coming also from the tech side of things,
there
too.
You go.
Right.
So... But no, that's why you see that a lot. I don't think anybody. Who else did they have up there with the?
In fact, that's what the brunches was about, to just show how broke you niggas are compared to me. Ain't nobody compared to thee.
There's some people that talked about the rock brunches and said that we was like, well, I don't know. What would you be doing at the rock brunch? Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't drink the wine.
Could Diddy there?
What you gonna do? Like, even like, you know what? Like, even with events that you don't want to be at least you get excited because you can eat.
Yeah.
Oh, I can eat. I can drink. You at a brunch, you can't drink, can't eat. Shit is poison.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You know,
no, that's a great point. No one
you don't want to get sexually
showed,
assaulted.
Nobody ever showed how good the food is at the rock brunch.
Never.
Have we ever seen any food at the rock brunch? And also,
you saw a lot of people, some people knew, and they weren't really drinking. You saw how they would just hold the glass, but they never really like put it to their lips.
I'm walking in there with ginger ale. You can't. Yo, where'd you get that from? Oh man, I brought this in. Yo, you can't have no. Yo, hey, man, it's cool. Get him a drink. You know, no outside drinks, man. Here, come here. Let me get that out you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, have we ever seen that? Because I actually felt. I said, you know what? If they had worked up the food angle for the foodies online,
no, because they didn't do that. Let me tell you why they didn't build up that angle.
Yeah,
too many casualties. Imagine having hundreds of people saying they were violated based off of eating, and then you going into the food culture, because food culture they will tell on you quick. Yeah. Food culture, people with the platforms, they're telling you quick. Well, they'll be like, hey, I'm a food critic and I'm an independent food critic, so I went to the brunch with Jay-Z and Diddy, and they had a velvet cupcake, and I took a bite out of it, and I felt dizzy. Like, they will say things like that. So I don't think that's why they wanted the food culture, like, to be.
I just think they're being cheap. No, because they do all that polished shit. You go in the back, it's a box of pizzas.
Mimosas, and you drinking it.
Yeah.
My head hurt.
Yeah, all of the champagne is all expensive, but you go in the back. How you going? You got Ciroc and Pizza Hut.
I know.
No, people laughing, but they do that like at Grammy parties and parties.
They do be cheap.
Yeah, they do. They really be cheap because I thought.
Yo, get some Dominoes. Everybody, Dominoes on me. Come on, bring some more.
That. And also, for the niggas that are like in the second tier, because there's multiple tiers here, but there's a couple little niggas over there was calling themselves trolling me online. That's cool and everything. They think I don't know about it because, I'm Hov and everything. I'm Hov, so I'm not going to be on the Instagram and all that shit. But they think I don't know that. So for that section, get them some Little Caesars.
Oh.
And the little niggas that did.
Jay, Little Caesars, we could get them Dominoes.
Nah, they little.
They're trying to be Little Caesars. You get the play figure eight. When I skate, figure eight, going back, see,
I can't compete.
double entendre.
I can't compete with you, Jay.
Little Caesars.
That makes sense.
Little Caesars.
Yo, get these niggas some Little Caesars. Little Caesars on the house for us.
Niggas feel like they want to run shit. They Little Caesars. Your box is orange, niggas. Right?
Oh, David tried to start show. He said, get them some Mama Knowles.
Yeah, so
people.
Yeah, so they.
No, people said they were close to death by eating Tina Knowles gumbo.
That's some wild stuff. You got to be careful though.
Because it wasn't. They said it wasn't following the proper protocol. Yeah, so people had diarrhea. People was having stomach pains. What's up, Brandy Kane in the building? People.
She said meat. Sounds like the Brandy.
People said their ass was starting to burn.
Well, y'all know, and there's a lot of restaurants. They only tighten up when it's time for inspection. So sometimes that's the case.
Dreamer said, "Mama Knowles serving up hoodoo stew." They said a cultivator said her gumbo. Yeah, that's what they was eating. Yeah, the day that was like slipping.
It's like instant gumbo. No, yeah, when they did it, I was like, I didn't know what that was. Yeah. I thought people was trolling.
I thought they were too.
Yeah, but you gotta.
Then a lot of people came out and it was like, nah.
You gotta ask yourself where they sourcing the seafood from. That's number one. You gotta find out where they sourcing it and if it's out of season.
First of all, if you see a celebrity that never cooked in their life, at the age of 80 come outside with some gumbo that looks spoiled. Come on now, we should have
do it if
Prince. If Prince and I was there and we was walking and we saw Tina Knowles, we would just kept walking.
Yeah.
I'm not eating no fucking gumbo from Tina Knowles. Like, come on, and that's also.
I was about as interested as when Nelly did the apple bottom shit.
Right.
Like, that nigga, it's not you.
When I saw the casualties, I'm like, come on, y'all already got companies screwing us over at the grocery stores. Y'all gonna fall for celebrities bullshit too. Remember when 50 Cent was selling vitamin water?
Sugar water.
Right.
It was sugar water.
People, imagine if you had imagine if you had diabetes and you like, yeah, I'm gonna get some vitamin water. They putting you on dialysis.
If you drink that vitamin water, you'll piss kryptonite yellow. And
then imagine someone going in like, oh, Tina Knowles, I know I could trust her. Let me go get some gumbo.
I wouldn't do it if it was Shannon Sharp.
No.
I don't know. No, because it literally has to be a passion for them. Like, for them to say, no, I want the finest quality of gumbo for my people.
I'm glad that you said
Texas
that.
Texas to Louisiana to Oklahoma. It would have to be their passion.
The German said glucose drops in the water.
Yeah. And then they got 50 in the video hanging upside down. Like he really did. And niggas think he got big off of drinking vitamin water. You see how they played hood niggas and rap fans?
And it was also under the same company, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola bought it. Have a baby
it was
have a baby for me. I gotta get vitamin water would cause a stroke. Niggas, you go to like
allegedly.
Yeah, you would go if you went to a Planet Fitness and then at the time there you go, you'll see a nigga running on the treadmill with vitamin water right there. I'm like, bro, man, that's just too much. Either get you some black coffee and some water and hit the treadmill. Niggas taking the vitamin water and putting the creatine in the vitamin water and shaking it up.
So guys, 50 Cent promoted this. So anyway, you know, I did have my health shake powder with the vitamin water. I'm gonna drink some and we're gonna go on the treadmill. And then say, yeah. And
then they go get a physical and the doctor tells you know you're dehydrated.
Right. Or you're like, you know, you're close to getting diabetes. How? All I do is drink water and vitamin water. I run on the treadmill every day, bro.
Yeah, you're dehydrated, sir.
Sir, tell me what vitamin water? Let me look. Yeah, vitamin water. Yeah, you shouldn't be drinking that, sir. Yeah.
Have a baby, take a bottle for me. Be diabetic. Have a stroke. Heart palpitations. It's 50.
You net.
Yeah, no, as far as Tina Knowles go, it's not a passion project for her. So I mean, I don't think all I've heard her talk about before, I've heard Tina Knowles talk about dirty rice. I heard her talk about gumbos, like what she liked to eat. But I never heard her say I wanted to make these things. I wanted to find the finest recipes and this, that, and the third. So, but when they were online, I thought they were trolling about her stuff. Oh yeah, Formula 50, yeah, nah.
Formula 50 diabetes.
No, you do your fitness, man. That's other things you can simply do. You don't have to do the vitamin water.
You got to be careful still with coffee. Remember also what we talked about. I think we put some of it on the Patreon. I think I did. I don't know. But, you know, where it talked about how a lot of companies are getting away with chemicals, overly processed, overly roasted, dark roasted coffees and stuff like that. No, you guys got to
find out.
That hurt people's intestines and stuff.
No, she's right about that. And we're not sponsored, but we'll put some more posts up there about, because a lot of the beans that are out there, they also, they can have contact with mold from sitting in the warehouses for so long.
Yes, you can have moldy
pesticides.
Coffee, yep.
You know, and they'll tell you like go to the darkest rows because like it's a lot more healthy.
Think about what they're doing to you in America. How everywhere else people will be like, in the United States have the most diabetes than anywhere in the world. And no one, y'all people not putting two to two together. Like shit, they putting that all up in
that in the highest rates of cancer.
Because they put it in the food.
Yeah, no, but if you
and then you have seminars on depopulation, they focusing on the American colony first.
Yeah, but if you source it in other countries, like some, I know people they don't like to pay for these beans because they're a little pricier. But no, if you have sourced beans from especially spaces of protection, and they're not adding all these chemicals and additives to these beans.
It's not her passion. Because usually people who have a passion to be a chef or just to cook just in general, even let's say never been a chef, they usually know where they're sourcing their stuff.
If
they know where they're sourcing their stuff from, and
you've seen it in their culture of their career.
And if they go to an event, they're gonna be very serious about food preparation.
No, she doesn't even have a cookbook. Yeah. No. Also, I'll tell you what, see, you're right about that. Because if Ryan Coogler does a line of coffee, I'm going to check it out because it's clearly his passion.
I'm going to still investigate.
Yeah, you investigate.
But I don't trust no celebrity.
But no, I'm just saying if you, not trusting it, but I'm just saying.
But I'll pique my interest. I'll give it a look.
Yeah, because you always see him making his coffee and serving and talking about the bean quality.
Right.
Right. You've seen him on YouTube and things like that. But
to your point, he do seem like he's really about that.
Because he's always like telling people.
But I'm gonna still double check.
You gotta check anyway because it's celebrity. They can get scammed too. But they put Tina Knowles' face on the restaurant. And what is it called? Mama Knowles? That's what it is Mama Knowles?
I don't know. I don't even know what it's called.
Y'all let me know.
People said they had a runny butt.
Because it's like, I said, is it instant gumbo? What's going on there? But anyway.
Anything else you want to talk about, Prince, before we close out this blackout stream?
Who would have, was it, none of the guys from this era, nobody from this era did any of those projects like that, have they?
What projects?
I don't know, Wale's burger cookies. Like a lot of
you got what they say like in the chat, Jadakiss and his son got coffee. You got Pusha T doing coffee as well. You got
to your point, even with Jada and his father, you do have to figure out like where they sourcing the beans from, unfortunately.
For everybody.
Yeah, you just got.
But I do like the idea of, like you said, the idea of it with Jada and his son, and I like the idea of it with
was the father's son
with Ryan Coogler and the grandfather.
Yeah.
So I like that. But I still got to see where you're sourcing everything
just
from.
Like his father.
The whole family
they all got like round heads.
Right. The father, the grandfather, father, and son, they all look the same. Jay said instant gumbo is blasphemy.
No, that's what I said.
It definitely is.
Yeah, that's what I said. They were saying like it was instant gumbo, and I said I've never had instant gumbo. I don't know what that is. You know what? I said she should have talked to Master P.
Why?
Because that's the route it's going anyway. Right?
I don't know. I don't want to really eat celebrities cooking. Like even when I saw what's his name from out there in Florida?
Oh, you talking about Trick Daddy?
Yeah, I said hell fucking no.
What did he have?
I don't know. He cooked something, but hell no. He another one, no.
Campbell soup gumbo. Oh, Jada Smith does have box water.
No to that too.
It's like water, but it comes in a box.
Ariel said, "What wasn't Drake endorsing strap-ons and perfumes?" I don't know about strap-ons, but he was pushing for perfumes. No, for me too. I don't know to celebrity perfumes as well, or perfumes, colognes, pass.
Yeah. Even when they were putting the Migos and Master P and Jeezy on the rap snacks, I was passing on them chips.
Pass, because I know them. They got chemicals in them chips. Pass. The Patti LaBelle sweet potato got people.
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
It sold out, but it sold out because of one of them church guys.
Yeah,
he did a review on it. He was the first one to do a review a major review.
And he said
it was so big that people was like, Patty, are you going to give him a little bit of money? I mean, that was the best sponsorship you could ever have.
Well, you know, she had a cooking show before.
Yeah, she did have a cooking show back in the day.
Books.
Yeah.
You see,
So because she actually cooked.
Like, Tina Knowles didn't have that.
B-More wasn't interested in this conversation until she heard Patti LaBelle. You mention any of the divas, she's gonna be coming to talk about it.
B-More coming out.
You know, never mind.
The Walmart pies.
No, I was going to tell you a Patti LaBelle story, but I'm not going to. I'll tell you off the Blackout stream.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Patti LaBelle, I mean, you know, more thugrific than people gave her credit for. But yeah, no, her pies did sell out. But when they did ask the question, I thought the question was stupid. I said, bro, he reviewed a product that was already out there.
Yeah, DiCaprio said that dude that did the review was from LA and she played him. Yeah, she did.
Known that them big
but
wigs used to have them back in the day.
Public pressure, she did do something for him after public pressure. She's like, all right,
here's
fine.
a check. Shut up.
Looking for a check.
Yeah, but I don't think any of that's. But I know they do it in other spaces now. Like,
well, what do you think about what about the ones that do the perfume stuff, like Drake or Sydney, where she said the perfume is based off of her dirty bath water? Why would I want skin dirt? Why would I want skin dirt as a perfume? Do you know people like you got germs and dead skin cells and your bath water, and also I don't know your pussy hygiene. I don't know what's going on between your legs. Like the arrogance to be like somebody want to spray your dirty bath water on them.
Well, I think a couple of women did something concerning it. I know Erica did the vagina thing, right? When she said it's you can wear Erica, and then she did the bath water, whatever it was. Think about the level, but look how they play in people's faces. Can y'all imagine that level of narcissism?
Yeah, it is, because
like, think about that level of narcissism. It's mental illness level.
Cultivator calls it hated. I'm calling it common sense. When people think about when she was selling the bath water, they think about a woman in a bath water, and the bath water must have roses and all. No, like she literally putting her.
Ariel says I'm eating sin.
She literally putting her dirty body in the bath, and dead skin cells is in the bath, right? And then it's being bottled up to be used.
But think about that, Sid. Hold on.
It was Sydney Sweeney. Like, come on now.
Dreamer says here, the third one I couldn't remember. But thank you for reminding me. I was trying to figure it out. It was Gwyneth Paltrow when she did the candle that he said that's supposed to smell like a cat.
And also for the women,
but it makes sense. It makes
but
sense.
How are you coming up with it? Are you like
they ain't coming up with it?
No.
Yeah.
Here's the question. There's only two ways you're doing it when you're doing a vagina candle, right? Mm-hmm. You're either just putting your sweat from that area to be used for the candle, or you're using something else that you have to do in order to get that particular result, and using that to be put into the candle wax.
Think about somebody stupid.
I'm like thinking about how they're making it, like not by the finishing product.
Think about somebody that's stupid saying, there's some think about like dumb white liberal women, right? Mm-hmm. And they just randomly buy a candle because they see Gwyneth Paltrow's face on it. And it was like, it's got a little different scent to it. But okay. No, because there are people that they would just buy it because they saw Gwyneth Paltrow's face on it. It's not going to say vagina candle. It's just going to have Gwen's face on it.
That's why I don't buy nothing from celebrities. That's exactly the point. This is exactly why you shouldn't buy shit from celebrities if you don't really know the source of it.
Yeah, because they're not going to think about it.
She's trying to do like, even with Gwyneth, okay. So you're putting either your pussy sweat in the candle, or you masturbated or something to put your juices in the candle, right, or worst case scenario, you're putting your period blood or something in the candle. So why the fuck would I buy your fucking? Why would I buy your candle?
But it comes from it comes from the same space where A$AP Rocky is making trash bag couches.
I know.
Like there's nothing to do. They don't. That's why you ask. That's it. Said they have. There's nothing to do.
Look,
you made your money. There's nothing to do.
They're one step away from selling pubic hair.
I'm sure we already got something in the making,
and I'm sure like
somebody gonna hop out there.
Gwyneth Paltrow and them. That's the next step.
Yeah.
They be like, "Oh, my braided pubic hair created the basket." That
you're gonna have people
that the candle is sold in. Like, come on, like,
and y'all know y'all gonna have like y'all always gonna have one idiot person in your social circle. Well, I don't really think it's a bad idea.
You always have one dumb friend. What's the problem? I mean,
and then for the fellas, I'm gonna put it to y'all this way. I mean, shit, if they get money, man, they get money. What's the problem, nigga? Shit, I'd do that too. So it's always somebody dumb in your social circle. For the women, they be like, "Why? What's the big idea? I don't get." But if it's a bit, man, I mean, shit, nigga. I mean, if they want to braid her puss up, nigga, who gives a fuck, nigga? She making money. Damn, nigga, see, you a hater, nigga.
I'm just saying, like, everybody got their own personal taste and boundaries, but I do not want no pussy whack candle from no industry person, from nobody, period. Their private parts in the fucking candle. I don't want it.
Or the product.
Because then, like, also, I don't buy candles from male celebrities either, because I don't know if they ejaculated in that candle wax or whatever. Because I'm like, my thought is, if the women in the industry are doing it, then that means the men in the industry are doing it too. So I don't want, like, if a rapper,
they were getting ready with Lil Nas X with that shoe flop, with that blood, because remember he did his blood in the shoe.
In the shoe, there you go. Like, hell no.
Souls, he was selling his soul, right? But yeah, they come up with all type of stuff. They'll say this, and with this new gourmet pie, you can actually taste Madonna.
I don't want to taste Madonna. I'm good.
See how they do things, though.
No, they do it like that.
They do things like that.
I'm good. I'm perfectly fine.
Realistically said,
thank you.
We're consumers. We're not fans.
But no.
Fans are a little different.
You got to be careful as a consumer, too, because it means to consume.
I'm not consuming that. That's why I have my options.
Because to consume, they like as a consumer.
Yeah, we buy these products.
So, yeah.
So.
It's a pass for me.
Yeah, the nigga was selling his soul. That's why that shit flopped. And again, here go black niggas listening to white people from Silicon Valley. It would be a really great idea, Mr. Lil Nas X, if you think, you can just, we got this technique, we got this new technology that can take your blood and we can replicate it.
Billy, I have something even better.
Just a drop.
Billy.
Yeah,
we're taking what A$AP Rocky did and Rick Owens, and we're putting it on steroids. Lil Nas, what do you think about that? Oh, okay. Manager, thank you. Todd, I just want to thank you. You've been doing a great job with Lil Nas X. So what do you think about that, Todd? Lil Nas, hold on. We'll get to your opinion later. What do you think, Todd?
I think it would be a wonderful idea. It's ingenious. I love what they did, and this company here does a wonderful, fantastic job. I think Lil Nas X would Lil Nas, we'll get to you. I think it'll be a great thing for him. It'll be wonderful. And
Todd, come here real quick.
Yeah.
He's a little bit mouthy today. Was he drugs again?
We didn't give him his medication.
Can you take him out and give him his medication?
All right, guys, we're going to be breaking, and by that I mean you, Lil Nas X. You're going to be stepping outside in the lobby with Teresa. Teresa, yeah, there you get him. Yeah. All right.
Bring him in 5 minutes.
Okay. Then we'll reconvene, and by that I mean you'll be able to come back in when we tell you. Okay. So, all right.
So that's what they are. Like, he was grown from Columbia Records since 16. So, K-pop fan said, I always wonder if they actually use bath water or just get some water from the faucet and decide to just market it as such. That could be true too.
Yeah. No, it is. It really
but
is.
because Hollywood is so vain, I do think a lot of them do go with it because remember a lot of them like to be like, you know, their own bootleg Wiccans and stuff like that.
Where my tub water. I heard cities.
What if somebody like in the wax, they see like a little blonde fizz?
See, now we are connected deeper with my fans.
Also, I believe they are putting their essence in it because they want fans to be even more fanatics. So they want them to even go more
she went to her
crazy
little scamming priestess. Sambala.
Gwen, hey, oh my God, you're here. And yes, so we're here with the Wiccan Studies, and also here's your pamphlet. Also, the candle, great idea. I use it all the time in my work.
It's been working for you.
Yes,
It's work.
in fact, let me wait.
Yes.
Me and my boyfriend,
Mhm.
we literally have more sex because of your candle.
Well, that's what it's for.
Yes.
And any bitch that tries to get to him will die.
Oh, really? Did you put that in there?
Yes.
Oh.
That's the beauty of it. See, it's called it's a dual spell.
Wait, did you use this on Brad? He was so hooked on you. Brad Pitt, like when y'all was fucking, did you do that?
Yeah, but I forgot to undo it.
Oh my God.
But it was
that's
funny watching him struggle publicly.
That's why he had the same haircut as you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lock him in. Hook him in.
It's so great. Also, I need another one too I have somebody on the side.
What? We can work on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
All
Okay.
right. Just wait for my next menstruation cycle.
Oh my goodness. What is it gonna be, a red candle?
Yes.
That's innovative.
Because
Oh
you
my
want to,
goodness.
the side person,
Okay.
as my Black girlfriends would say, the side person, you want to keep him there permanently.
Oh my God. I never so blood in the red candle.
Yes. Release the
Oh
sister.
my God, thank you.
Vote Obama.
Oh my God, yes. Well, didn't you, like, they said that like you've had sex with Nas too.
The Black guys love it. The Black guys
I've
listen.
never saw Nas. He came
Yes,
out to
yeah.
defend you.
They love it.
He said you could say nigga.
That's how
my
much
God,
we
I can't believe
love
I said it.
That's
I said a no word. Oh my God, I'm a racist.
No,
I said nigga.
No. Bring it down.
I did not mean to say that.
I am here.
I'm
with
not
you.
a racist, Greg. I did not mean to say that.
It doesn't
I
matter.
never
Look,
wanted
okay,
to be that type of
okay,
white woman.
I know.
My anxiety.
Okay. Shambhala. Listen, you're not a racist because
I'm not a racist. Okay.
Nas said I can say it. You can say it. So I'm letting you rent my.
I've donated to the end.
I know.
AAPC.
I know. Yes.
My ex-boyfriend was Black. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not racist.
Shambhala.
Okay.
Shambhala.
Thank you.
Yes. Now remember,
Yes.
they said Jay-Z and I said I can say it. You can rent my Black card.
I'm comfortable though. With even me saying it just now, it's uncomfortable.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Sister.
All right. Those places are weird. People are weird.
That's how they act. Wiccan Gwen. So there's a lot of them, but believe it or not, it's not the first time. The royals, the elites, they've done that. You can, the kings, you get to wear their scent or feels what it smells like to smell like a royal.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. We all got to be careful with the products we buy. All of us.
Mm-mm.
That's why, like, sometimes even think about it, like, just everyone just be careful. Be wise.
But you know what? You got to be careful too, because see, they play us on culture. So we talk all humans talk trash until the bias slides into their culture. Because I remember, like, because we was talking about the clowning thing, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm watching YouTube.
That's why some guys be like hooked
Yeah.
They don't even know what's going on. You went and bought a pussy candle, and you can't lie, and you like, man, like, I'm just so obsessed.
Well, I saw the guys. They were like, "Hey, man, nah, man, Gwen tripping." But then when Erykah Badu said it, it was a split.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It was a split where Erykah Badu said,
and like, it's not judgmental.
right.
That's just what I'm saying.
I did see a third of the Angel Demon niggas disappear. I was like, oh, she got y'all.
Everybody though does that for someone. They'll be talking shit about that, and then somebody they like or somebody they feel is more charismatic, they'll be like, well, I didn't mean it that way.
So like, what was the one they got right now with Oskino, because he's talking about the non-brigade out of Philly. All I need, women, all I need, that record. So they originally did that song in the beat, and then like Jay heard it, and then he just ran with the concept. But there are certain people I saw that were like, they were like on everybody else, but then when they said Jay-Z did it, they was like, y'all just being haters. I said everybody got their picks. Everybody got their picks.
I mean, if it's true, then how is it hate?
It's the truth.
You know?
But I think they were trying to speed launch Sydney Sweeney like they was doing David.
Well, what happened with her, she had a successful film with some a white guy that I don't know, the actor. And
this is out of that Baldino Blake Lively space you talking about. Kind of like
super white looking white guy, right? And there's some movie she did not watch, don't know the name, but it like did very well in the box office. So she was also on Euphoria at the same time. So people was like, she's a success. Then she went, she got dumb.
Oh, you mean she showed herself to be dumb?
Yeah, because people wasn't indifferent towards her. Like nobody, like it wasn't like nobody.
I'm not political.
You know what? She got greedy. She tried to get that Trump money, and see, not everybody can successfully pull off that type of heist. There are some people, they pull off the Trump heist very well. They go in there, they get the Trump money as a celebrity, they get out, they worth $100 million more, and the audience don't know nothing and still support them. But then there's certain people, they try to get that Trump shit, and they end up destroying their career. So it's an interesting thing to see and watch.
It's my genes. Well, you know what's crazy too? She took the check, but the company got greedy. The company went in and tried to do the Trump heist, and then when they got backlash,
she was too.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. I'm saying, but when the company got the backlash,
then that's when
they put the mixed girl in the video.
Too late. But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were trying to get the Trump money.
Dunkin' Donuts did it.
Sydney was trying to get the Trump money, and it failed. Like, and here's the secret, and it shouldn't even be a secret. If your audience is made up of majority, let's just say Democrats, or just majority liberals, even if they're non-Democrats, and you try to get the monkey paw Trump stuff, what do you think is gonna fucking happen?
You can't. Well, they try to cancel their audience and lose their audience, though.
Yeah.
How do you cancel? Okay, you like, we about to get this Trump money, but I'm going to cancel 94% of my audience to try to squeeze in this little 6% here.
Now, that's the thing.
Because you're gonna have people that they agree, they vote all over the place, they don't care.
Now, some audience members don't care.
Yeah, but if you also, I'm gonna tell you what you
it
really
depends on what you sell. If you sell the persona, like for example, if you sell the persona, I'm a Democrat, then that's what people are gonna buy.
Or you do Democrat whistling.
Or you it's the same things happen to Republicans. They sell that they're Republicans, but they're liberal.
Yeah,
behind the scenes.
That's why I'm on Black Rifle Coffee.
You're gay progressive pretending to be a Republican for money. Like a Moms for Liberty, you're gay.
That lady's gay.
And you're doing orgy shit. You're like so like why are you even pretending to be a fucking conservative?
Everybody on that board was
for money and power.
Yeah, she up there cutting up. But yeah, what they do is like they just try to jump the gun real quick and they get greedy, and then they mess up, and then they have to flip it around. So when they saw the wave, but the execs,
she's stupid. who gonna watch two sweaty, greasy boxing lesbians? No one's gonna watch her fucking show because, I mean, when she made her movie, because the audience that will watch that shit, you already
Oh
put
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Like, how you gonna do like progressive liberal films and then like it just don't make no sense?
That is true, because she was in there rolling around, and then she gonna get up there and talk about my jeans. You know, so I can see that. No, that is a good point. But they all kind of get like that at some point.
Get like me.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they all do.
Yeah, they get mad because like they get irritated with their audience. It's something.
I mean, when the relationship, when you're a performer or when you're someone in the public eye, independent or mainstream, there is a relationship with the audience.
Yeah.
Like here's the balance though.
It's a
like
journey they've been with you on.
The thing is, like, okay, to some point is a transaction because they like your stuff or they like your personality or whatever they like. They could tell you, and they pay for it, right? And you keep giving them what they like. But a lot of celebrities do also put out their personal thoughts. So when you be like, I'm against trafficking, and then you start partnering up with a trafficker, like, bro, that's your fault. If you shut your fucking mouth, then if you're not going to stick to whatever principle that come out of your mouth, if you don't stick to that principle,
You know what?
and people get you can only blame yourself because you said it. That's why like sometimes people get jealous of celebrities who don't say nothing political or say nothing about their personal thoughts, because
smart.
they get mad at them because they be like, damn, yo, why so-and-so get away with it? So-and-so didn't say anything. You the one who said, you the one who made that allegiance. You pledged that allegiance to the audience.
The only thing the universal audience across the board wants to hear about is if the celebrity exposes the industry. That's it. When you try to come out and like Democrat, Republican, and you keep beating, first thing the consumer is going to say or the buyer is going to say is, can you shut up? Like, I didn't come here for that. Most of them going to say, I didn't come here.
Well,
like James Woods, I'll give you an example.
If you're
James
really
Woods.
good, if people really fuck with your shit and you get too political, they'll just politely start to ask you, I don't even care to come to you for this. Can we get back to the other stuff?
So James Woods wanted to let everybody know that not only was he like Republican, but he's like a racist, damn near redneck Republican, right?
Right.
So then what happens is that nobody wants to hire him. They don't want to use him as like a villain anymore or a voice actor anymore, right? So then he's like, see, Hollywood's term. He's like, no, you're actually talking more than doing the art.
That's why Sydney's in a danger level right now, because the reason why no one castigated her for a show that she's just acting in, Euphoria, is because people didn't think it was close to her real personality.
Right.
Now, because the jeans and stuff and the Trump thing, now people are like, is that character similar in any way to who you are?
Her reputation is proceeding too early in her career.
Way too early.
And she might try to slide in the MCU.
Which is what is helping. She did already, and it flopped.
Which one?
Spider-Woman. Yeah, she was one of them.
She was one of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
And remember, Zendaya's smart because she is successful in like Dune and Euphoria. But yeah, it depends. It just depends on like what's going on.
My bad. I didn't know. See, I don't.
And
I don't pay attention to that hillbilly.
And some people get away with like large portions of hypocrisy depending on how much people like them. Like some people like, look, just give me what I keep enjoying from you. We all hypocrites. I'm gonna move on. So it just depends. But part of it is also what you have planted yourself.
You know who else did that? Like Joaquin Phoenix talked a couple times, and he saw a little bit of the backlash. And then one time in the conversation, he had stopped and he says, I don't care about this. Back to the movie.
Yeah, he did start to become a little bit wiser. Like, Madame Web, thank you. I saw part of the movie. It was boring. I ain't gonna lie. It was bad.
Madam Web? What did she play in Madam Web?
I was forwarding through that film. I'm like, wow, this is bad.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. She might be she might be ended up on doing her podcast in a minute. You know, but anyway, yeah. Stallone. Oh yeah, Stallone was another one. He came all the way out the closet with everything.
People let Stallone get away with anything because everyone already perceives him to be dirty. He got away. He keeps getting away with saying the N-word. He had a he had a 70s porn tape.
You know why he is, because he's living to the stereotype of an Italian, a New York Italian,
racist Italian, right?
Yeah,
he got a stroke face. No, that's true. I know, because Italians already branded as racist, so he.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, so I said the N-word and whatever. So what? Oh my God, yo, leave. Yo, I'm black. Leave Stallone alone. What?
It's always the niggas.
Okay, bro. Just say you like Stallone, and he could call you and we're good. Not me.
But also Stallone, you know another thing about Sylvester Stallone? The reason why, even though people don't care, because nobody perceives him as intelligent. I'm sorry, man. Think about Stallone. Like, they don't perceive him as the smartest guy. He's made his money, but if you think about it, like, some of the guys get away with it because they got them sluggish accents.
Fred talk about, because there be a racist Italians in Philly too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the whole, because they don't, because once, like his brother.
He was mad because he was mad Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan took the franchise from him. And I can't believe, like, these two eggplants got my property from me.
You saw Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, they kind of alluded to something, and then they stopped.
I hope they keep doing things like that. Yeah. If Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan can stay focused, that would be nice. But Stallone tried to hint to certain things about Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan because he got mad that his shit got taken.
Creed became very popular.
Yeah, Creed.
And then Rocky was the side character.
And then he faded out into existence.
Because nobody would keep seeing him boxing.
So now he can't even do any more Rocky films.
Well,
that's crazy.
And then his brother, Sylvester Stallone, actually has a brother that did the music for a lot of his films, right?
Well, stand corrected. Dre said they got a Rocky prequel on the way. So I guess they're going to.
Of course he was going to go with the prequels.
So he's going to get a young Italian.
One thing about Stallone, that motherfucker keeps milking the shit out of Rocky. I got this one trick.
So then what was he upset about Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler for?
They got these black bodies. Yeah, Frank Stallone is always talking about his political beliefs. Racist too, Frank Stallone. But
that's a racist name.
It is Frank Stallone. Like, you talking about like your supervisor named Frank Stallone.
Hey Frank, we got another eggplant outside.
Man, they're the only ones that walk in and they're always looking for a job.
If I ever see my black daughter, I fucked up.
If I ever see my black daughter, some of them do gotta have black daughters with they lying racist asses.
I know. I can't know. Italians are so they lie a lot. A lot of them they be like all racist and shit, but they always trying to have sex with a black female.
And you know what? I didn't see the stereotypical Italian stuff until I went to the East Coast for the first time.
Yeah, I had two racist Italians when I was at a place I was eating, and I was getting something to eat, and they were doing construction. They came in, and then my brother, he was in the car, but he was yelling from the car because he was like, I forgot to tell me something that he wanted, and they was like, yeah, so, are you in trouble?
They so.
I said no, because
it about some racist dirty macking.
It's racist dirty macking.
Yeah, because like you could have your boyfriend yelling from the car, "Hey baby, by the way, don't forget my ketchup." Yo, what's up? Are you okay?
And I was like, no, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, because if you need us to help you, I'm like, no, that's my brother.
That's why in the South people get shot.
So then when I came back to him, my brother did make me laugh though. I said, bro, like there was two Italian guys talking about they was going to try to beat you up if I was in trouble. I'm like, they stupid. And then my brother was like, and I would have ran their bitch asses over. He said, my brother said he would have ran them over with the fucking car.
Hey, yo, I'm under the bully's car. Hey. Yo,
yeah, and I would have over fucking car.
This is Dirty Mackin. They don't know who that is. I tell you, boy. Yo, man, like I told y'all, man, they be doing some underhanded stuff. I keep telling fellas, the racism, see, you gotta be full to be like full crazy eugenics racist. Sex has not to mean nothing. Sex means nothing to you.
No.
A lot of people, they be loud, angry, hateful bigots, the men, until they meet the women across party lines.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't really into eggplants, but your sister,
Dude.
yeah, her?
Yeah.
Oh man, she's so beautiful.
Oh my God.
It's like a chocolate queen.
The ass on that one.
Yeah, and you know, woo.
Yeah, they all do it. They all do it. Like, you seen it in the brother spaces too. Yeah, man, I knocked me a cracker out. Yeah, well, you know, man, I just think the white women typically understand
Sarah, what's
the
up?
brothers a little more.
That's my coworker, Tyrone. That's Sarah right there.
It's Sarah.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what's going on with Sarah, man?
Hi,
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Tyrone.
Tyrone, yeah, man. We what we do here, we form the National New Black Panther Party. And so what we talk about is inequality. We talk about what goes on in Gaza. And we also talk about the Flint water crisis. And what we confront racism directly.
Yeah, I'm an activist too. Thank you.
You're an activist.
Yes.
Really? What chapter?
What chapter?
Yeah, what chapter? What organization?
Save the Youth.
I'm familiar with them.
Yeah.
They work with a lot of young black brothers.
Yeah, we are trying to make a difference in the world right now.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy for someone of your background to come from where you come from. And I remember saying Save the Youth organization. I said, where are they going with all those young black brothers? So y'all look at, it's a lot of young black men that be in there.
Also, by the way, Tyrone, I don't mean to be inappropriate, but you smell good.
You want some coffee?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
all right.
where you want to go? Okay.
You can go to my house. Again, true demonic, hateful, eugenics people, sex don't mean nothing to them. America got a bunch of angry, bitter, evil bigots, especially with the fellas, because a lot of men are leading the charge with the shit with the supporting cast of the women. But that shit only works until they meet the women across party lines. I've seen white guys talk about Asian men like a dog. As soon as a little woman walk in and she look like the new Chun-Li.
Shiny, long black hair.
Yeah, you know, I love so many different cultures. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Japan, but I'm also part Philippine.
Oh, wow, what a unique combination. Yeah. Do you want to? Are you free?
I went to
for tonight?
UCLA actually out in.
Really, I did too.
You did?
I want to cut straight to the point. My therapist said I need to season the moment now. Would you like to have dinner tonight?
Actually, I can cook for you. I like to blend my two cultures together, Japanese and Philippines. And
Great. I'll bring the condoms.
I'm sorry?
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. I'm joking.
Oh.
Okay, I'm joking. Unless you're into those type of things.
No.
I'm joking. I'm very progressive with women.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
sure.
tonight at 7?
Sure. We could go out at 7.
I'm telling you all, that's what you'll see. How many, if I can ask the ladies in the chat, how many overtly bigoted or racist men have y'all seen? But if they ran into you, they kind of try to, well, see, you told me one time, no, was it, I don't know if it was shit, but was it somebody said like, what was it? Somebody walked up on someone and it was like, why don't black men care about black women?
Oh.
I think it was you. You told me the story, right?
I've met a lot of dirty racist macking. What do you call it?
Yeah, dirty racist macking. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what you call it?
Yeah.
I've ran into it a lot. So, no, yeah, this guy, he was talking to me about why do black men treat black women the way they do.
Right,
and
yeah.
all this other stuff. And I said, why are you having this conversation with me?
Dirty racist macking.
I told him, like, why are you talking to me about this? Like, bro, I didn't even get it. Like, why are you talking to me about this? So, and this guy wasn't Italian though. This guy was like, I would say, what was he? I don't know. I think he was Argentinian or something like that. Maybe from Spain, whatever. But that's where he was
How we
going.
can initiate
He
the
said he
conversation.
came up with talking about like, oh, you know, why do black? I'm like, why are you asking me?
Like that's
that
what's
question?
on your mind instead of probably going to the store or paying a phone bill. Like that's what.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's true. Like they does dirty race smacking, but no, yeah, I was like, why? I said, why are you bringing this to me? Like you're not even a black person from Spain. You're a white guy. Why are you talk to me about that?
Sometimes that when the ladies do it across party lines, what they do to the black men, they'll try to lightly play up like everybody lets you know that they're into black people somewhere like I just love me Aretha Franklin. And then you see the series of singers. And first you're like, oh yeah, you know, Aretha's dope. You know what I'm saying? But then if you keep seeing a pattern in the conversation, like, oh, you're trying to culturally, you're trying to connect somewhere.
But that's like if you try to connect because we both like Aretha Franklin's music, that's nice. But if you try to connect by saying I do Black Band and all this other weird shit, and ask them about anything about and stuff, if you're a black woman, is weird.
Now I've seen two examples where a black guy, was going on black women before some other guys got to roast him, but the white girl that was interested in him, she just kind of let it, be, right? I was like, But then there was another situation where I had to go off about black women, and then the white girl got on me, right? There's reverse race macking in that regard too, because like if you have somebody that's like a non-black partner and they hear you talking about black women or black men all day and they never about it.
Yeah, Nick Cannon be having a lot of that. He'll be having non-black women talk about why other women are so into black men and
it's sad to see Nick Cannon go from just being goofy to a weirdo.
But what's interesting is I remember a long time ago you had a black guy on your show, and he was talking about the psychology of everything. Oh yeah. And he was saying that black women don't go through the same thing. And I was like, actually,
I didn't know what that means.
I was like, actually, that's not true. I was like, I don't care what people try to lie on that. My entire life, I had no issues with other groups of men or other groups of men saying that they didn't want to talk to me or something like that or whatever. I just don't do dirty race macking. I don't do dirty race macking from men or women. I don't do dirty race macking. So, so basically before you and I even met, there were a lot of people who would try to do dirty race macking. It don't matter if they were Italian, Irish, Japanese, Cuban, whatever. Like, it's just, I don't do dirty race macking. Now, unfortunately, there are black men and women who do.
Oh yeah, there's some of them that do.
That fall for it. Like if another group of people they bring up a black woman to be with a black man, or they bring up a black man to get with a black. But I don't do pimp stuff like that. I don't fall into pimp stuff like that, because what it's doing is trauma sex. Yeah. So what that guy or woman from another culture is perceiving, they're like, I get to fuck you faster and easier if I bring up something trauma. So this is how the Spaniard thought the conversation was going to go. He brings up, oh yeah, I just black men, they just don't come through. Like black men in my life, they just have never done well. Blah 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 blah. Thirsty for some type of masculine affection, and then boom, he get into the pants. And then the reverse happens too. So like any black guy who has any insecurities or trauma with black women, same thing, another group of women will do, and then boom, she got the money, got in the bedroom. So I don't do that when I'm like, you coined it. That's funny. I don't. Oh yeah. I've never played into like dirty race smacking. I think it's corny.
Yeah, no. This is a lot of different stories I hear from black folks when they say they're sometimes being approached, and these are awkward moments. I remember it was a Mexican woman and she had like a black scent thing going on, and she was like, she said, "Yo, so what's up? Like, what you got going on?" Like she was talking like that, and I just cooked the shit out of her because it sounded stupid. Why the fuck are you talking like that?
No, it's true. I've seen Black people who are in relationships with other groups of people, and the relationship wasn't created based off of race dirty macking, are successful.
It's very
like
good.
I've seen Black women with other groups of men, or Black men with other groups of women.
That's not the base of it.
Successfully, because that's not. I kid you not. Like 99% of the race macking ones, always end up in disasters. For Black men, I noticed the race macking, if it was from if a woman was race macking with them, they usually end up calling the Black guy a nigger.
Oh yeah, every time I told y'all the story.
Yeah, eventually. Like even when we heard with them two white billionaires, the women, and one of them called,
they were dogging him out.
Their Black, husband.
And he couldn't say nothing.
Yeah, a nigger. Yeah. And the same thing goes with Black women too. Like I noticed that Black women who fall for any race macking, they eventually get called a nigger too, and better something like that. Because you remember that one Black girl who was crying to us.
Oh yeah, yep.
Because she said her white boyfriend called her the N-word, but
in my head I was like this,
right? And I'm like, because you fell for the race macking, although you still shouldn't be called the N-word. But
I said, well, you mean he called you that outside the bedroom?
In and out.
Same thing with the white girls,
right?
They called y'all that outside the bedroom.
And based off of
your play is your play.
Observing, usually Black people who are with other groups romantically that didn't do race macking to get them is usually successful. So like, we connected because we both have the love for the arts or whatever. We
both love Star Wars.
Yeah, we're talking about regular shit like hobbies and stuff. I usually see those couples nothing's going on. No embarrassing moment with the Black guy being called the N-word or the Black woman being called the N-word.
It's what you say. I have known interracial couples that when you're around them, the energy is just regular stuff, right? But I have seen.
Ariel said, didn't that happen to ZZ?
She did, but she with a Black guy now, so.
No, ZZ didn't tell us that she was called the N-word, but ZZ did tell us that how the last white guy she was with, he was being too aggressively pro-Trump, and that she broke up with him, and now she's with a Black guy now.
So, but I have seen people that have been in those unions and they reminded a bit, but I have seen people around them overly project onto them. I was like, man, that's pretty frustrating. People, random Black and white people rolling their eyes at them.
But that's just to help with the Black people. Like if you are interested in if you're open with when it comes to dating, like I don't care what background the woman or guy comes from. One indicator to save you trouble is you should never accept an invitation of dirty race macking. If another group of men bring up Black men, red flag, get the fuck out of there. You're gonna be called the N-word. And same thing for Black men. If a white, Asian, Mexican, whatever brings up Black women while you're on dates with them, then you're gonna get called the N-word.
I've been cool with different types of Black folks, and there's somebody I knew, they had a situation, they were into like white guys, and they had like the mindset of stereotype stuff. So I remember them saying, why does every Black man want to be a rapper? But then the person that got them pregnant looked like a bootleg Kevin Federline. He had the ponytail, the man bun, and he was hiding dope up under the car. I said, see, if you would have just got with somebody
that wasn't dirty macking.
I said, see, you passed up all of the Morris Brown diggers for the Kevin Federline.
No, it is. This is my honest opinion to Black people. Like, you got to learn to date, period. Like, you blaming the race and gender. You could cry about Black women all you want. Black women are not the reason why, as a Black male, you're unsuccessful when it comes to relationship. You could cry about Black men all you want. Black men are not the reason, as a Black woman, you're in an unsuccessful relationship. And usually people who keep having bad partners, even when it's black on black, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find a fuck up who's white. You're gonna find a fuck up who's non-black Latino. You're gonna find you because you won't acknowledge it's you.
Yep.
After like 10 times,
because I ain't a gardener and I'm black. They don't like it because it's you. It's
yeah,
you. White, black, gay, straight, tall, short.
If you couldn't choose, that's why I like people who just be honest with their preference. Like I've seen some guys before said, actually, the woman was fine. It's just that it was me, and then I'm with this other woman, and it's like blah blah blah. But people who be like, yeah, it's because you're toxic, bro. If you as a guy keep meeting the same type of woman as you, and the same thing in reverse for a woman. That's why I don't like to get caught up in gender war topics, or when people on X be atting me like, Sin, look at these bitches. Black men have it the worst. At me, Sin, look at these niggas. Black women have it the worst. People, you do know you're free. Yeah. You can date whoever the fuck you want. Go fucking travel. Do what you want. Well, why are you complaining? You are free.
People don't they don't even really travel for dating. You know, they're actually people, they won't go beyond, and you can find, people can find their partners at their job. That happens a lot, but there are some people, they will not date outside whatever job they get started at.
Yeah, because I remember, no offense.
Like, these women. It's like, dude, you keep dating everybody at the same job.
You don't travel. I remember when we first started Thought Crimes, there were some guys, some black MA guys, and some black guys who were into cosplaying and stuff. It was like, Sin, like, they just don't. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, there's so many. I mean, you can't be blind. I go travel all the time. I see it. I see it when I go to conventions. I see it when I'm not at conventions. Even when I'm talking to people online, there's so many black women who are into cosplays and stuff.
Who's going to pay for my ticket? They getting more pathetic. It's getting, brother, that is getting... People is getting, you gotta,
like even when they used to have the crybaby thing where they be like, black women rejects like square black men like Michael B. Jordan or like Childish Gambino. I said Lori Harvey is not a square. So if you are a square, and you date a black female who is not a square, and then you get shocked that she's not doing square shit, that means, no offense, you're just stupid, and you're trying to blame black women because you're stupid, that you're attracted to non-squares and you're blaming black women for it. And I say the same thing too for black women. If you're crying about he's not a responsible man, then maybe you should stop dating unresponsible men, so you can stop blaming all black men for that. Like, you could go fuck who you want to fuck and go date whoever the fuck you want to date.
Well, actually, there's a story. A lady, she posted it on Threads, and Michael B. Jordan's show when he was younger, and they had took a picture together. So it's when he had the braids, the long braids, and I think he had like a Hawaiian necklace on or something with the flowers and stuff. So the girl said she should have shot her shot. She said she knew him, but she was always nervous around him. And a lot of times people got to keep in mind their social dynamics. Sometimes, that's why I said people got to bring this thing down. Sometimes women, girls be nervous. Guys be thinking in their own head like, man, what are my palms are sweaty? They think they Eminem at the beginning of 8 Mile. And then you go in her head, my palms are sweaty. They going through the same thing, right? So sometimes you just, personality, conversations, and you can also misperceive actions too. Because sometimes people think like somebody's being rejected, or they just didn't see you, or they didn't know you liked them. And you talk to some people.
Also, like, sometimes squares get excited because, and I don't mean square as in also nerdy. You could be a square nerd or a square non-nerd. But sometimes when people get attention, they think, so let's say if you're a square guy, let's even add some more on it, you're a nerd. And a woman comes up to you and she's toxic, but she's giving you attention, all that. And that's like your first girlfriend, second girlfriend. Then it's your third. Then you run into that same type third. Then that means maybe
you should entertain everything.
You shouldn't entertain everything. And maybe you should have some courage and go, you know, maybe you have to be the person who initiate and go and ask somebody out.
Well, too, you don't want to be a people pleaser too, because I used to see a bad thing with some guys I knew. They will start their first conversations with a woman and she's talking about her previous boyfriends. What did Jeezy say? I'm hanging up right now. Not interested. Not interested. Now, if you got some funny stories, like, you know, maybe they tried to pick a fight with The Rock and he beat him in a bar.
I was gonna say there's
funny stories.
There's nuance with that, to your point. If you still have trauma with your ex, it's a no. If you bringing up stories about exes that are funny and we're all laughing and entertaining or something, that's fine. But it can't be no, I'm still hurt. If you still hurt, why are you over here? Okay, here, we connected again. Be on stuff on X, come from the UK and Ireland. There's some people online who
some of the UK folks are years behind in social media conversation.
Yeah, this long time. But I do know some of the foreigners, they do make me laugh because they flipping money. They pimping this shit.
Yeah,
so
brother, let's talk about it.
I would see like Nigerians, shout out to the Nigerians, they'll be online and they'll be like, they'll retweet it or they'll ask the question, not because they really care, but because they know are addicted to stuff. So the person will get like 1 million views. She's on are just not enough for black men.
Oh my
and people be falling for her post, but all I see is someone, if I look through and past X, they're counting their money. That bitch do not give a fuck about no gender war shit. She just knows she get 2 million views on each post and she gonna keep flipping it and there's gonna be silly people still eating it up.
I saw millennial men. They all had they all go haircuts. They were all dressed like they were just all dressed like they from New York and stuff like this. Comment. Yo, some of the gender shit that they do is 10 years, 15 years.
They do me though.
But he goes like this.
Funnily
so
stupid.
Today's topic, brothers, let's talk about it. Why are black women only into rappers? Rappers and ball players.
Yeah, you said something there.
You can't make this up everywhere you
go.
Well,
first of all, us from the islands, we're better than Latta D. Yeah. Cause you, brother, you know, your ancestry comes from the Jamaica. But I got to say, I don't lie. What I say, I rap. What I say, like, I do the boom boom. It be easy.
And you say, brother, not to brother. Not, you made it up.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, you know. It's just them things, you know, when you want to get up in that Pumnani,
brother, bring it home, brother.
You know, I go rent out my car, wash it, you know, I put some of my shades on, I be like, I be like, you know, I know, I'd be like, I know. I was at the Wire Festival last year, and I said, Drake's my man. I'm a rapper.
He only square one. That
don't fuck with them Betty boys.
They don't fuck with no one else. It's Drake. Only Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how they do. No, I see them. I see them talk about
boring ass.
No, they do. Like, who's the UK guys? The ones that the two guys. They went on. Was it on Andrew Schultz show?
Yeah,
and they fucked up their brand.
They got ruined because they don't understand American culture can be vicious, and they were being scammers. Now, see, this is where people get confused about American culture. Do American culture reward hustlers and scammers? Yes, but you got to be good at it. They didn't allow the audience to fall in love with them. The audience at that point liked them. Black women in the States liked them, but they weren't in love with them yet.
No.
And so they shot their load early, and that's the end of it.
Some of the conversations I didn't see, I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, you know, you got the whole. But there's always going to be a new grift every decade. No, because there's going to be another little
But some of
insecure
it-
15-year-old.
Some of it is no, they do grooming stuff.
Yeah,
They do grooming stuff on social media.
yeah,
But even just going further,
yeah.
some of the grifting though has become blatantly obvious, and
You mean lazy?
no, it's gotten so bad that it's so lazy, and people still eat it up though. I'm like, damn,
'Cause ain't that on
you
TV?
still, it's 2026. Are you still into gender wars? And they be old.
Yeah.
You too old to be biting into gender war stuff.
Okay, it's like when they get like 18-year-olds that don't have any children, they get them angry about having to pay child support.
But it's worse than that.
And then
Prince. There are older people in it. It's not. We get why teenagers are always going to be tricked, which is why parents got to do their damn jobs and people in the community. But they're grown people.
But seeing if
A
they
lot
don't
of
make nothing,
them.
though, they don't make nothing but make up lies. about
Nobody ignores the gender war polls. Like, even no offense, the hip hop, I love you on X. But he added me into a divester conversation where they was talking to MAGA. I'm like, why are you adding me in this? The only time I'll speak on a stupid gender war topic is if somebody in power is saying something on it. So if like somebody's trying to do policies that is biased towards black men or women, they're a politician, they have power in the music or movie industry.
Oh yeah, that when you played.
Yeah, if they have power in the movie or music industry, then I'll take 5 minutes out to talk on it. But if it's like fucking average Joe's smokes online, I'm like, I'm not being bothered with that.
Video, that same clip that they tagged us in saying, I saw that clip. Excuse me, like a year and a half ago.
So it's an old clip.
It's an old
they
clip.
keep sharing that old Jada clip too.
Yeah,
that shit like 2 years old.
Yeah, so it was the one where they had these black women, alleged black women. They had these black women in there saying to some random white man, "Can you help us get black men in control?" Now, when I first saw it, I said, I don't know what type of Pornhub fake setup shit is this. They all probably know each other. They could be in the same condo on different computers and phones.
Actually, baby mama of Elon Musk, she said they do be paid agents online.
Yeah, come on.
So
now.
it's like, yo, stop sending me paid agents.
Did you hear that script?
These fucking agents.
It sounded like a bad Lee Daniels script.
It was so bad. You like
Help us.
You like literally passing around shit that like agents getting their fucking money online causing chaos.
Help us contain black men. And here's a white guy. So is it all men?
It's all
or is it
black men.
Just
just black men. Because you white men, y'all take care of responsibility. We're not talking about y'all. Like, in fact, when people tell y'all doing wrong, y'all basically do the right thing. We're talking about these niggas out here online, black men. We're talking about them. They do whatever they want. People coddle them. They never handle their responsibilities, and only you can get them in line.
So when you say get them in line, do you feel like they don't protect you all in your community?
We need zaddies like you. You go in there, you going to shake shit up.
So when you say zaddies, so you're saying you need a WBC.
What's that?
White, big.
Those people online, like, they keep sharing that same video, and what it does is people that didn't see the clip,
they get all worked up.
They get worked up, and I saw the clip about a year and a half ago, and how I think it seems like a setup. It seems like a script, kind of like a really bad script, and they were all talking to each other. And they were getting people worked up on timeline, and they're like,
also in chaotic news inside.
Okay.
I didn't know this is just random. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is my screen. No, let me send it to you. I'm kidding. Let me send it to you. I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay.
I just sent it to you. Like, this is weird. Like, I mean, it is LA.
Breaking news.
This is
Ice Spice has been slapped.
This is a humiliation ritual. And also, she's with a white friend, so her white friend can't do nothing.
Oh, okay. Let me see something here.
Okay, she really didn't get slapped. She did. So she. Wait, let me see. Ooh. The white friend tried that. She did get pushed. Let me see. Why a guy trying to beat up on her too? Like, what the fuck? I give her Ice Spice credit on this. She stood her ground. To fight the girl? Ice Spice, now come on now. After you stood your ground, just let the security and stuff for other people handle it. Let me see. Let me get off of this. I feel like I'm watching World Star Hip Hop.
Well, TMZ did go into that space now.
Oh, that's because of Van
Lathan.
helped the TMZ go into World Star Hip Hop.
Oh, look at that. Little space. Ice Spice. Look a little scrappy. So she put her fist up?
Yeah. I give her credit though. She
put her fist up.
Ain't nobody gonna punk me. I give her credit with that.
But why are guys always getting hyped up in the middle of girl fights like they about to jump in too?
That was really weird. I don't know who the Afro.
Where did that start?
I don't know where that Afro-headed nigga was doing, but I was like, why are you getting hyped up?
He got that haircut like David.
Yeah. He had
There's always some niggas with that haircut.
He had that David haircut. He was
like,
what the fuck you getting ready for, bitch?
Afro.
Yeah, it's such a bitch thing to do. Like, mind your business.
Yo, so yeah, what is that? Like, why am I keep seeing a lot of guys, like, when you see women fighting, like, I can see, like, when he grabbed her the first time when she swung at Ice Spice, when he grabbed her, like, hey, wait a minute, what you doing? I was like, okay, cool, that's what's up, right? But then he like squaring off with her, like, we about to box. Anyway, the boyfriend was trying to fight her. Yeah, kid at heart. What is that?
Wait, the girl who slapped Ice Spice's boyfriend was trying to fight?
That's who was trying to fight her, the one with that David haircut.
Bro, your girl came out of nowhere and smacked somebody else.
All I'm saying.
It's different. Like if a woman had a weapon and she just trying to
after your lady, you gonna knock her the fuck out.
Yeah, you knock her out. But if there's no weapons, no nothing, especially if your woman started, then you just let them fight and let it like end or break up the fight.
Well, when he yanked her the first time, I thought that's what his mindset was. Like, nah, man, we're not gonna be fighting up in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get outside. He got his fist up. She got her little fist up. Then, okay. So the kid at heart, he got the tea. He said, then the girl lied on TMZ. I was on Twitter and it popped up. Yeah, so nah, I don't know. I'm just seeing more guys like jump in the middle of the girl fights to fight too. Now, you used to see like you see the gay guys rolling around, and they shouldn't be there either. But one of the gay guy friends were gonna try to But now it's like it's the boyfriends, like they trying to box the woman too.
They said allegedly Steve Bannon pissed on himself on stage.
Is it AI?
I don't know, but Steve Bannon
he's so old and he's mentally ill.
He's such a disgusting piece of shit. He was also in the Epstein files.
Well, him and them flaky shoulders.
All right.
We can wrap this up, Sid.
There's enough internet time for me, guys. My battery, what they say, social battery is running low now. I appreciate you all.
People don't like me because I'm black and have a limited social battery.
The reason why I get hated on and people hate me is because my social battery be so low. And most Black people have a high social battery. So in the Black community, I get picked on because my social battery is low.
All right, y'all.
That's a lot of stuff popping up. My goodness.
You gonna close it out, Sid?
Oh, this is somebody trying to defend Clive Davis. Anyway, yeah. This is so much drama online. I'm taking a break.
So much drama in the LBC.
All right, guys. We enjoyed y'all as well. Unique Butterfly, what's up? Kidda
Shouts out
Heart,
to
Ariel,
Unique Butterfly.
everybody who's in the Blackout stream. We appreciate y'all. And we will talk to y'all soon.